It's about leadership. Trump wants someone at the Fed who's going to put America first and deliver the prosperity we deserve rather than just play politics with tariffs. So the big question here, of course, is can Trump fire Powell? As far as the law is concerned, the Federal Reserve is designed to be independent. So legally, the president can only remove the Fed chair for, quote, cause, meaning serious misconduct, not just policy disagreements. Now, interesting, right now as we speak, there is a Supreme Court case that could clarify or even expand presidential power to remove heads of independent agencies like the Fed. So the president has asked the nation's highest court in an emergency petition to endorse his decision to fire the board members of two other independent agencies. It's the National Labor Relations Board and the Merit Systems Protection Board. Now, for detractors, they're arguing that that is a direct attack on a 90-year-old Supreme Court precedent limiting the power of the president to dismiss independent agency board members, except in cases of neglect or malfeasance. If that precedent falls, Powell's firing could be a lot easier. If the court sides with Trump, it could set a precedent for firing Powell or future Fed chairs more easily. Right now, what Trump is doing is he's relying on good old-fashioned political pressure, ramping up public and congressional pressure, urging Republican lawmakers to grill Powell in hearings, calling for his resignation on Truth Social. So bottom line, right now, Trump can't just snap his fingers and fire Powell unless the courts give him that authority. But he can make Powell's life very uncomfortable and keep the pressure on until Powell either resigns or his term ends in 2026. So if that's the case, what can we expect from Trump's latest move here? Well, if Powell resigns, Trump gets to nominate a new Fed chair, likely someone who shares his America First vision and is committed to cutting interest rates to boost the economy. And already a lot of people are pointing to the likes of Scott Bessent, the amazing Treasury Secretary, who's 100% on board with Trump's America First economic policies. If Powell stays, Trump is going to keep up the attacks. He's going to use Powell as a symbol of everything wrong with the old guard in Washington, and this will fire up Trump's base and keep the economy front and center for the upcoming midterm elections. If the Supreme Court rules for Trump, Powell's gone. Trump will fire him in a heartbeat. Either way, Trump's announcement puts massive pressure on the Fed to start lowering rates and signals to voters that he is the only candidate willing to take on the entrenched establishment to fight for American prosperity. So why should this matter to you? Well, it's because the Fed's decisions on interest rates impact everything. They impact your mortgage, your car loan, your credit cards, your job. Lower interest rates means more money in your pocket and more opportunities for American families and businesses. So Trump's message is simple. If you want a booming economy, you need bold leadership at the Fed, not more of the same failed policies. So let me know what you think. Should Powell resign? Should the president have the power to fire the Fed chair if they're hurting the economy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and make sure you do not forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell for the latest updates. The fight for America's economic future is on. God bless.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thank you for coming. Simon Arnold, Judels, David B., Kinsey, Joe, Claire, N8 Virgo. Hear nothing and see Lewis's baseball cap. Where is Lewis's baseball cap? That's a flag. That's a flag. I know that baseball cap. Do I have a baseball cap? Okay, Kinsey, David B. All right, we're all getting here. 20 people so far. All right. Thanks for coming. We're going to, maybe we should take, while people come in, maybe we should get suggestions of what we should be discussing, what you want to discuss. People want to discuss like headliner stuff. I'm on the TV tonight, so you can come and see me on the TV. And you could go to Your Say at GB News /Your Say, YOURSAY, say. Baseball. Oh, my hat. Yeah. Sorry. That's true. Archie Bloom is here. Hey, more volume, please. How is that? Can you hear me? Is that better? Hello, Lucy. Hello to everyone. Even Lewis. Oh my God, that's what I get from Lucy. Even Lewis. But so I'm on the TV tonight. So let me make sure we talk about that on the TV with Matthew, who is supposed to be left wing. I guess that was left wing, and Anna, who is left. They're all left wing. All the Tories are left wing. Their political party is dead. I tell them that the political party is dead. Hey, Lewis, great energy again yesterday. I'm shattered after a 2-hour Zoom session. Keep it up. Thank you. All right, you don't have to do anything. You just sit there and watch. You don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything either. I don't have to do anything. I'm just happy to be here. Matthew Stuttering Laza. I don't know whether he's stuttering, but his name is Laza. Thank you, Judels. Is that a mouse on your shirt? No, this is not a mouse. This is Abercrombie and Fitch. We got 23 people here. Thank you, Claire. 23 people here. And we've got this is this. I've been told. I walked outside and I was told that I'm not going to say who I ran into. My ex-girlfriend. I ran into my ex-girlfriend, and she told me that I was too skinny. Too skinny. Yeah, she told me I was too skinny. I'm with Anna. Yes, Kinsey, I'm with Anna. It's a moose. Exactly right, Lucy. It is a moose, and it didn't cost me that much money because I got it at a shop in what do you call those shots that are off the side of the road? Like what's that? Like Beaster. Wow, too skinny. Yeah, I was told I was too skinny. I don't think I'm too skinny. Do I look too skinny? Maybe I am too skinny. Tell me I'm too skinny. You can shame people to gain weight too, not just to lose weight. This is a program about shaming. Yesterday's show was a good show. So we're going to discuss maybe us being on TV with Patrick. It's not headliners. And the reason I got into trouble with the disability people, because they didn't know that I was making a joke. And maybe it wasn't a joke, or maybe it wasn't funny. I mean, everything I say is not always funny, but they thought, how is the vaping? What is this thing? This is vaping. I'm going to have to throw it out. I mean, I hate to throw it out because it's a thing. These vapes are they're quality. You hate to, and it has got a battery. So sometimes I take the battery out. Like here's a battery I took out. I think that's not from that. That's not the battery from that. But so I take the battery out because I hate to throw things out because I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder. Am I not a hoarder? I don't know if I'm a hoarder. Maybe we'll go around my room. I'm a hoarder. And that's something that we have to discuss because I'm always thinking about getting rid of stuff. There's a moose loose in Lewis's hoose. In Lewis's hoose, says Lucy. Very okay. What flavor is it? Let me tell you what flavor it is. I think it's really bad for you. I'm not so sure whether nicotine is bad for you. Do we think nicotine is bad for us? I'm not sure. Lithium batteries in vapes are dangerous. They can explode. That's exactly true. They can explode, yeah. Lewis, are you excited for lab-grown meat? That sounds like a punk band from the 1980s, lab-grown meat. No, don't touch it, Lewis. What do you mean don't touch it? It's not cherry. I'd have to, let me turn a light on. Are we against vaping? I'm against it. This is actually watermelon. This says watermelon. It's not that I can't see. It's not right in here. Watermelon. I can't see this. Anyway, I can't see it. But that's what this is. Isn't there sugar in the vape burner? I don't know. That's a good point. Okay, I don't know. Hello, you all, says what? And we're up to 28. Hey, Big Steve, and Big Steve is big. He's fat. You're gonna lose some weight. Are you losing any weight, Big Steve? We're gonna have some weight openness. You and Kinsey, Joe. Oops. Hi, Joodles. Everybody's just saying hello. So we're going to talk about being on TV. We're going to talk about hoarding. We're going to talk about her crying. That was yesterday. Maybe I should have discussed it yesterday, her crying. But women cry, and so do men. And so do men, you know. Should she lose a job because she was crying? You know, what was she crying over? Should she lose a job because she doesn't represent Britain? Because she's on Team World? She's about giving people stuff who don't deserve the stuff? I don't know. Does anybody remember Nick O'Teen? Alan Williams asked. I don't know. Hello, Joy. How are you? We're up to 30 people here. Get the IQOS Terra ladies. Loads better. Iquos Terra. What is that, Joodles? Crocodile's tears from that one. Well, you know what? That's the problem with the. I don't hate to call them the left because the Tories are the same way. There's one big party and they're on the way out. Anyway, I shouldn't be talking like this. We could talk about that. Am I going too far? We should also ask, what are you guys thinking? You know, because it's not just about me. It could be a bit about me. I'm not as alert at this time. I'll probably get alert. Every show we do starts off badly. Two-tier Reeves, according to Helen B. Okay, funny. Okay, we're not allowed to call her that other name. Are we allowed to call her the other name? Rachel from Accounts. Rachel's one of my favorite names. Lucy says, everyone stop crying. Yeah, but people cry. Why do they cry? And women cry more than men, and old men like me, I seem to be on a crying jag all the time, you know. I'm just crying all the time. I think Reeves wanted to cry more, but held it in. It's really hard to hold in crying, especially when you're trying to hold it in, am I right? It's really hard. When people say, I'm too skinny, I say, thank you. Do they say that to you, Claire? That's what I like. I like a girl who's too skinny. Independence Day is tomorrow. Yeah, we should discuss Independence Day. Well, it's tomorrow. Well, I mean, I've got a theory about what would happen if the Americans didn't declare Independence Day. What would happen to this country if suddenly you had millions of British, millions of Americans, you know? We can call Rachel from accounts anything we like. Perhaps I am far right. Is she from accounts? Didn't she lie? She did lie, but we've all lied. I haven't really lied too much. Maybe I've lied. Have you lied? Maybe you could tell me some great big lie that you've said about stuff. I had my crocodile shoes on today. What, from the tears, crocodile tears. I mean, you feel bad for her because she's the chancellor and supposedly is independent of the prime minister, but she's not. She's not. And the prime minister, to be honest with you, is a scary guy. Do you think he's scary? I'm going for a shave. Lewis Schaffer. I shaved before because Rose said my friend Rose, she said I looked horrible. She said I looked horrible, and maybe I did. I mean, and then she sent me
there
pictures of
we
last year. I looked horrible last year too. I don't feel bad for any of them, says Kerry P. Yeah, well, tell me, Lewis, do you like the name Rachel? Okay, you're making fun of me because I've said it only a million times. I've said it a million times. It was a very bad line. You always get found out. You don't always get found out, and sometimes you get found out, but it's too late to fire you because it just seems like a mean thing to do. We've got a new subscriber. Who's the new Ipso? Yapso 77. Hello, Yapso. Where is Yapso? Yapso 77. Go with whatever metric you want. That's what. Are you listening? Hold on a second. Now she's trying to back out of it. This is what she says. I'm just observing that you look thin and without muscle. Do I look like I'm without muscle? Yeah, a bit without muscle. Yeah. That's what she says. I look without muscle. So that's why I like a really skinny girl, one I could take. It's why I like an older woman, one I can handle her. I lied in a CV. This is according to Nate Virgo. The owner found out, told the police, and I got charged with fraud by misrepresentation. I got a 6-month suspended prison sentence. It was only for a pie factory. Jesus, I never heard of that. But yeah, well, they're trying to get rid of the congresswomen in America for lying. What's her name? AOC. Was AOC a liar? Or the other woman, the Somali woman, Lewis. Who is that in the photograph of? These are my dad and my mom. Which one? This one here? Which one is here with the beard? That's me. That's me when I was 23 years old. This is me when I was 22 years old. Can you see 22? 22. I was a rock hard young boy. Thank you, Kerry, for asking. You shouldn't have become an MP. No problem with it there. Yeah, well, it was at a pie factory. We could discuss Puff Daddy. That's an interesting thing. Puff Daddy. Because I'm a bit of Puff Daddy. He's a bit of a sleaze. But then again, he's supposed to be a sleaze. He's a rapper. Of course he's a sleaze. Of course he's a not a comedy person, a rap music person. That's why he is. Okay. So Pete Transport is asking if Joodles, are you well? Puff Schaefer, yeah. We can discuss that. Is Puff Daddy a okay? I'm mentioning all this stuff. If you don't discuss it, you can remind me. Or pull yourself together in the position you hold. Harsh, maybe. What does that mean? Okay. If you're having personal issues, as I don't know, ill parents, row with husband, who knows? You don't be on... Right. Oh, you're talking about Rachel. Yeah. If she couldn't go, she couldn't go. Look at what's her name? The horrible Jeremy Corbyn's assistant. She didn't turn up for the vote. That's something that my family would do. I'm sure we'll discuss it. I don't think we can be 4 hours today because I've got to go do this show. So maybe you could be 2.5, 3 hours. I don't know. I hate to leave you. I mean, that's the problem with this show. is that I'm just so happy, talking to you people. I'm just happy. Let me just, because she said that I was thin, and I said I'm still in the overweight category in the BMI thing, and I know for a fact that BMI is not an important metric. I know that. I know that BMI. Okay, Lewis Schaffer on Twitter, and this thing is maybe we can move this. This is. I'm gonna move the mirror here. I found the mirror in the street. I find everything in the street. I find everything in the street. I find everything in the street. Okay, Lewis, don't forget your light box. 5 p.m. Okay, I'll write that down. That's a good point. 5 p.m. I've got the light box there. 5 light box. Light box. Oh, you mean this thing here? It's a nice mirror to be. Yeah, you find great stuff in the street. I don't want to throw stuff out. Who leaves housefuls of stuff on the street, by the way? People do. People do around here. They got to move, Some young kids live. There are not that many young kids, but you know how young kids can be. They go to school down the road at Goldsmiths, and they're just here. And I'm constantly being told by my kid, just throw stuff out. Who leaves nice stuff in the street? It's not great stuff. The chair I found in the street, the table I found in the street, the microphone I found. Columbus is not here. Columbus is working again. Again, he didn't work at all, and I think he just realized that the job of his dreams is not going to be that fast. But he deserves a job. He's a bright boy. This Lewis Schaffer, the skip diver. Yeah. Did you find your humor in the street? Well, basically, yeah. In the town that I grew up in, all the people. Columbus is in Ohio. Very funny. Very funny. Okay, or both. It's not very funny, but it's interesting. Carnegie is also working. I'm so proud of my boys that they're working. Why should I be proud of them that they're working when they could get benefits or something like that? Am I right? Should I be happy that they're working, or should I want them to take advantage of the system like somebody on disability? N8 de Virgo says, Lucy, that never gets old. And Joodles is laughing at Lucy. There you go. I feel like, let's laugh at Lucy. Oh, isn't she so funny? What about Lewis Schaffer? Enough of making Lucy happy. This is me. I need it. I got nothing in this world yet. Lewis, you never look horrible. You are hot. Thank you, Claire. Round of applause for Claire. That's what I want to see. Maybe you could be a bit more like this, the other women and the men. That's what I need to hear. I need to hear a woman who's saying nice things about me. Am I right? I don't think I look that good. I think I look like my skin is falling down. I look better, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Don't be jelly, Lewis. Yeah, I am jelly. I am jelly. I'm not a strong person. Lucy, you are getting to him. Excellent. Don't say that. We're not gagging up on Lewis Schaffer. This is Lewis Schaffer's star, Lewis Schaffer's live stream. This is not about we're better than Lewis Schaffer. This is like, Lewis is here. Okay. We could make suggestions and then make a poll. Winner will be used in as the first reaction video. See if the youth like it. Yeah, he could do that. He's not going to do it probably. Maybe he's not going to do it. But he's not going to do it. We had him listening yesterday, and then he came in. It was really, really nice. It was really, really nice to have him come in. He's a beautiful boy. If you're over a certain age, stay away from him, please. Okay? It's just funny. You're my live-in comedian. Yeah, I'm coming to your house. Well, I'm not much of a comedian. I used to be a comedian for a while and then stopped. And then, that's why when I'm introduced as a comedian, I don't like that really. It's just like, this guy's really funny. It's not good. Tighten neck skin with cupping and vacuum massage. Cupping, what do you mean, where you suck the thing in? Does that actually work, Lucy? I might try something like that. I might try something like that. I mean, when I first lost the weight about 7 years ago, in 2017, 2018, I looked horrible, and because I wasn't eating enough protein, I was eating a healthy diet. Okay, Be nice to Lewis, or he'll kick you off the bang bus. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try not to do that. I'm trying to be loving. We had to kick somebody off here because they were asking for money from Arkansas. Do you remember that? Tell Patrick not to call you a comedian tonight. I should, but maybe I should. Carly Simon wrote a song about you, Lewis. I'm not. Am I vain? I think all people are vain. You're so vain. I don't think songs are written about me. I ask. I'm not as vain as the guy that they wrote this. Who is the guy? Warren Beatty. No, he was in a great movie. It's a really good movie. You use these little rubber cups, according to Lucy, stimulates and reorders collagen fibers. I don't believe in reordering anything. The body, doesn't reorder. The exercise doesn't reorder. I don't believe that. Where did you read that, Lucy? Is Lewis on GB News today? Yes, I am, Max 76. Thank you for asking. We're up to 73. I'm on at 11 o'clock with Anna. Anna, who is married. Anna's who's married. Would I with Anna, who's married? I don't know. I would, but what an eye is that? Aren't vacuum devices used for enlargement purposes? I read a scientific study. It's proven. That's what Lucy says. I don't believe you. First of all, I don't believe in scientific studies, and I don't believe you read a scientific study. Lewis, I don't believe in reordering anything. That's what I said. I know. I see your flat. I mean, it is kind of semi in order. It's not like little bits and pieces everywhere. It's not, I watched a couple of programs on hoarding. Let's talk about hoarding. And these people are like, the guy came in and says how to deal with a hoarder. And he came in and he just was throwing stuff out in bags. That's not dealing with a hoarder. That song was actually written about the person she was singing about. So if they thought it was about them, they were right. That's Steve Cuff. That's the kind of thinking I like. I like that thinking because sometimes they say if you're paranoid, you're not paranoid. They are out to get you. Okay. Vacuum cleaners suck. That's another joke. And Lucy's laughing at Nathan. Okay. A hickey is not good for this. Is not good. Let the flirting begin, Lewis and Anna. But what about my flirting with Lucy? What about me flirting with Claire? What about me flirting with Judels? What about who else? Leanne, all the people here I've been flirting with. Kerry, I'm flirting with all of you. And some of you, seriously. My Gilder got the word flooring autocorrected to flirting. That was a fun day. Yeah, you can get into trouble. You probably call. Well, there's no when you're flooring. There's no home. What do you call that? Human resources. I like to keep things that will come in useful. Pete's transport. Don't we all? Of course we do. What am I supposed to throw it out now when I may need it in the future? I may need the money. I may say, oh, you know what? I've got an old Kodak phone that I found that's worth about 35, 50 pounds. And I should give it to you because I know you collect old Kodak phones. But I gave it away. I threw it in the rubbish. Hoarding the right things isn't wrong. It isn't wrong. And it's so natural. What is hoarding? What is discord is the I guess after the show you can sit and talk to each other and maybe hook each other up and maybe make a friend. My mother is a hoarder, drives me bonkers. Well, do you want to know something, Kerry P? Most people today are hoarders, aren't there? Most people are hoarders. Why are people hoarders? Because because we come from a world where there isn't enough stuff. That's why we're fat. Lewis, I'm mad. I have 4 grandfather clocks, loads of watches. Do you know what? When what's his name? When Andy Warhol died, I heard a very interesting story when they went into his house and what he had in his house. And he was a collector of the most amazing things. And he died with an incredible collection. Is that horrible? A6 badges. The quality of junks accumulates with available space. Isn't that Parkinson's law? Yeah, that good point. You have space. I live in a very, very, very large flat. Well, not really. Not really large. Where did my thing go? I live in a large flat. Joe, I've mentioned before I got loads of mums and dads and grandparents stuff in boxes. Photos, journals, diaries. I have to deal with it at some point. But will I have to be in the mood? Yeah, because you're throwing your parents' loved ones' stuff out. And I'll tell you something else. This country is based on saving stuff. The greatest thing you can do in this country is to hold on to your parents' stuff. They have a house, and you point it and you say, this house has been in my family since the Normans came over. And people go, oh, that's amazing. Am I right? Am I right? You don't throw away written jokes or old pictures. Yeah, you don't throw them away. And so large that your living room is your office, and your office is the producer's bedroom and his office too. Yeah, and then I got my other kid in the other room, and I'm in one room, and that's why my girlfriend left me, because I wanted her to live with us. That'd be 5 people in a 2-bedroom flat. Yeah. Don't throw away any handwritten jokes or old pictures, according to Kinsey. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Columbus, Sam says, thank you, Sam S. He says, Columbus should never have told you to throw away your old jokes. It's like telling Kafka to throw away all his stories. I don't think I'm a Kafka, but yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Yeah, we just got to find a way to do it. I'm just thinking there's not enough time in the world. I've missed some people. As I mentioned, okay. My father is in his 80s, according to Steve Cuff. Hold on a second. Is in his 80s? That's always the start of a good story. He has kept old elements from kettles in case he needs one again. You can buy a kettle for about £4 in some places. You know what? I'm sort of like that, a little bit like that. Yeah. Yeah. I got tons of bicycle stuff. I still have my son's skateboard stuff. Stuff. Yeah. So you are right about that. Yeah. Thank you, Steve. That's a very good point. Junk is something you keep for years, throw away 2 weeks before you need it. That's exactly right. That's the problem with junk and hoarding. Why is there hoarding? Because we grew up in a world where there wasn't enough food. Day 23 in the Big Brother house, Andrew Graham. That's what it feels like. Yeah, we're stuck here. We're just talking to each other. Yeah, I feel for you, What Eyes Music. Can't get in the mood to look through it all. Yeah, and it's even my stuff. So, and I'm going to leave it for my kids here. You know, or let's say I have to leave. Maybe I've been thinking, maybe they're going to come and knock on my door. We heard what you said about so-and-so and so-and-so, Lewis Schaffer. You know, Stockholm Syndrome. Primitive cultures like shiny things. No, every culture likes shiny things. We just got a lot of shiny things. I'm looking at shiny things here. Slumber, but a good point. Denmark is not a primitive culture, but when I go through something when I throw something out in no time, I need it. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, and they say, and your kid is saying, just throw this stuff out. Just throw this stuff out, and yeah, just throw it out. Just throw it out. It's taken me years to go through it all, Simon Arnold. Yes, it has. Has that? Yeah, it's really hard because we grew up in a. Why are we fat? This is the main point. Why are we fat? We're fat because we feel we've got to eat because winter is coming, especially us in the north of the world. Winter is coming, and there's no food. Okay, there's no food. Steve Cuff says, I need to be in the right mood to get rid of things. Hello, Lewis. This is Spray Starch says hand clapping. Why have I got a gap on my bottom tooth? Well, that's an interesting question because my teeth used to be rotting because I was diabetic. And this tooth rot, can you see this? You can't see this tooth. It's really ugly. This tooth fell out, and then this tooth fell out. It was gross. And then I stopped being a diabetic. I went from 5.9 to like 5. They changed the diabetic thing, and so that's why. So the teeth have moved. Plus, I'm eating meat. So those two combinations. You hate teeth, okay? Yuck. It is yuck. I'm sorry for showing that to you. Gaps in teeth are attractive. That, Kerry, that can be true. In India, I think it's considered to be super sexy because it means you've been eating meat. People who don't eat meat do not have, like, good teeth. And also, I had my, whatchamacallit teeth. Well, on both sides taken out, the wisdom teeth. I don't know how dentists even do it. Yeah, they do it because they're paid top dollar. And they say they're not, but they are. Or maybe they're not. In America, they're paid top dollar. Teeth are bad. Okay. What did Lucy say? I wanted to keep all my dad's books, LPs, tapes, and DVDs. But they were given away. Horrible. Or sometimes they're stolen by, a family member. Lewis, how is primitive defined, though? Well, you're saying we're not attracted to shiny things, whatever that means. But people 1,000 or 5,000 or 20,000 years ago were attracted to things. We're all attracted to things. Okay. We cherish trinkets more, says, hold on a second. Since we've become a throwaway society, we cherish trinkets more. I do. Yeah, well, the stuff that I find out in the streets. People throw stuff out. I got a whole box of stuff. What does Sod's Law mean? Sod's Law. That you lose the stuff you want to keep. We all want to keep. And then you realize, I love this person. Me and, when you break up with your girlfriend or something, that's what's really hard. And then you realize she's all right. She was all right. Or she broke up with me. But, maybe she's thinking I was all right. I'm not bad. I know I'm really bad. I know I'm bad. I'm not great. I'm a bit creepy. I'm a bit sleazy. I'm a bit sleazy. Anyway, all of my clothes, says Steve Cuff, all of my clothes apart from my underwear and socks are from charity shops. My furniture is secondhand. Who else lives that entire lifestyle? Listeners, who else? Lewis Schaffer. So Steve Cuff, everything I own is I bought the light box new. And I bought the flags new. But everything else, you can't see everything. Can you see everything? Everything here, the baseball mitt I bought, used. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. That was years and years ago. But everything, the books, the thing up there, can you see those things? I found those in the street. All secondhand. That's a cabinet. That's not mine. That's the girls'. But that thing, I went and picked up. Can you see the light over there? Can you see the nice light? That was picked up in whatchamacallit place in Nunhead. So that's what happened. Dentists or sadists. Yeah, well, they have to work, and work is bad. My daughter does not eat meat. Fantastic teeth. To be contrary. Well, maybe my theory is wrong, but you should eat meat. You should always eat meat. Just had a lovely shave. Now I feel as clean as one of Lewis's headlines jokes. They're not that clean, I don't think. Do I make any jokes? I don't make any jokes. I just say the truth, and people think, "Oh, you don't believe that." Only top front teeth. If you have that, it means you're going to be rich. I don't understand what that means. Joodle's teeth are great help. They help you eat meat. That's what teeth are, why you need teeth. And they help you nibble on a girl's neck. Okay. Same as Murphy's Law. What are you saying there? Is that Murphy's Law? That's like Parkinson's Law is sort of like Murphy's Law. I mean, I'm glad to have them, Pete, but you couldn't pay me enough to look at other people's teeth. Yeah, they're spitting all over you. It's gross. And back in the day, they didn't wear gloves, and they didn't die, doctors. Remember, they didn't die, and they didn't wear masks, and they didn't die. Okay, secondhand stuff can be great. Yeah, we're into secondhand stuff. But that leads to hoarding. So maybe if we're going to be a used catcher's mitt, no, it's not a catcher's mitt, but it's a good mitt. Those things were expensive. That's why I couldn't throw it out. And not that I've ever played with it since. It's maybe 30 years old. But what are you saying? You're not bad or sleazy. I am. You catch me in a moment, and it's just like in a moment that I'll forget. Lewis, do you have a Twitter account by any chance? Yes, I do. Lewis Schaffer. Yes, I do. That's the Twitter. It's right here. Come on, Max76. In my kitchen, I've collected food and model cars, 143 scale. I have a collection of food model cars. What does that mean, Slumber? Shaving is as important as height. Do you think so? Well, maybe your legs should be shaved. I don't shave my legs anymore. I get most of my clothes from Vinted. I'm addictive. Well, yeah, post some pictures. I'd like to see them. The charity boxes are overflowing with stuff nobody wants. Never underestimate our ability to consume. It's so true. If we stopped buying stuff, we'd go to the charity shops and we'd have enough clothes. Enough clothes. Sod's law is the same as Murphy's, right? Okay, that's exactly right. Okay. Somebody else said that about jokes masking his truth. A political figure, I think. Well, it is true. It's got a joke has to be true. Joe is an alternate reality. It makes sense. Okay, I'm waiting for 2 pairs of trainers, 10 pounds and 20 pounds. I can't believe how cheap people sell things for on here because there's so much stuff. Of course, they got to sell it cheap. I go into places like all the ties that I buy that cost me £1. If I'm not going to pay £5 for a tie that could cost £100 at Harrods. Claire C. Everyone gets Vinted now. All my daughter's friends. Is Vinted new? I'm going to write down Vinted. Maybe I'll put it up online. But then I lose interest in doing it. My daughter loves Vinted, according to Joy Earls. Sad Simon, I didn't have the room. What does that mean, Lucy? Okay. Vinted is great. Delivery dryers are a bit hot and a bit hit and miss, you mean. A bit hit and miss, though. Okay, let's try to remember punctuation. Let's make sure we read these posts. Love you, Lewis. The most important rule, I'm going to ban you. The next person who says they're leaving the chat is off my list. A joke is a coward's opinion. That's interesting, Lucy. Yeah, I could say you're right. I'm a coward. I don't want people to hate me. I don't want people to think that I'm going to go, do the things that I want to do, even though I'm thinking about it. I sell on Vinted and eBay. Okay, well, look for Armitage Biddy, which is Vicky's page. Put your page in there. I've read loads of everything. 5pounds.com. Is that what it's called? On everything5pounds.com. Over the years, if I don't put on or lose weight, I will never need anything again. Yeah, don't say goodbye. Never can say goodbye. I'm not mad at you for forgetting it because I don't even remember who said it because I'm so busy reading these things. Lewis, do you still have a call at Twitter or an X? Yes, I do. I guess maybe it's a joke. I don't know what the joke is. I buy Vinted. Vinted could be good, but only new with tags. It's great. I just got my son a brand new 200-pound suit for £10. It's really nice. Well, there you go, Carrie. Good mom. Joodles, laugh out loud, according to Ian Haig. Joodles, more laughter. What did Joodles say that was so funny? Off the to-do you list. What does that mean? If I kick you off, you're off the to-do list. That was Lucy's joke. See, how does it feel? But it's funny. But Judah, or was that your joke? I love Vinted so much. According to Claire C, there's literally no point in going in shops. I like River Island. There's jumpers for £24. What I could buy, like in River Island. Claire is saying, £24 jumpers. What could I buy in Vinted for that? You're totally right. It's so expensive. But, we got to have shops to see what we're getting. No, you can leave. You can just don't say I'm leaving. That's all it is. It's really bad. Don't say I'm leaving. It really affects me. How many people do we have in there right now? Keith or whatever. Okay, Joodles. You said you kicked Claire off the list for saying she's leaving. Yeah, 39. Yeah, I did say that. I'm not kicking her off. I'm not kicking anybody off. Well, at least no girls. No women. Sorry. There will be no clothes shops soon because everyone's on Vinted. No, there will be clothes shops because a woman will go into a clothes shop. They're not going to go on Vinted and say, I'm going to get the same thing. You can't be sure. You want to buy it now. There's still money. People want to spend things. You think we're going to... Mark is here. Good to see you. Thank you for coming, even though you're a bit late. What are you drinking? I'm drinking a cup and a half of iced tea. I made my son a cup of iced tea, and he only drank half of it. The Communards. What was the song from the Communards? Never can say. It's an old song from the 1960s. Yeah, right, it was. Lucy, please listen to the song Darling, Be Home Soon. I know that song. That's a really sad song. Why should I listen to it? I should try iced tea. And then I put like 2 or 3 teaspoons. Then I woke up this morning, I'd gained about 300. Yeah. Yeah, it's a high bar to be banned by me. And then I forget I'll ban you for a day, and then maybe whatever it is. Like that woman who tried to ask for money yesterday. I used to like lemon flavored iced tea. Remember, your own tea is so easy to make. You put a tea bag, you put a bit of hot water in it, you put a teaspoon of sugar, you let it cool down a little bit, or you put just a ton of ice cubes in it. That's all you got to do. I don't mix it up. I don't buy secondhand clothes. They may have been worn by Lewis while he was working through his to-do-you list. Well, you're saying that women are dirty? You're saying women are dirty? I don't think people are as dirty as we think they are. I'm so 42 now, Kinsey. Thank you very much. I'm at you know what it is. I don't think people are dirty. I don't think they're dirty. I don't even think the diseases they had are dirty. Well, they say they've got HIV. I don't care. I don't care. They've got HERPES. I don't care. You can't catch HERPES this way. You cannot catch any of those diseases. They don't exist. They all come from having a bad diet. Bad diet. Your photo today makes you look like a movie star. Yeah, I forget who did that, in my opinion. Did that on Twitter. Amazing. It does. I've got a picture of me that makes me look like a movie star. I could, you get a good photographer, a good AR, you look like a movie star. Lewis, that woman was really strange. How did she end up here? The one who was asking for money? I don't know. She was strange. I think she was asking for money. I don't think it's not even strange. I think he banned love. Yeah, that one. That's not a person. That's somebody from Nigeria or something. You always look nice on GB News. Yeah, because I wear a suit. Thank you, Carrie. I want you girls to like me, and I want you boys to like me too. Some people are dirty, but most are not. Even the people who are dirty. You can get sick being with someone who's dirty, but it's not any one particular germ. It's just they've got too much stuff that you get irritated to their stuff. I feel happy wearing COVID clothes if it's a nice day. Yeah, what does that mean? Clothes of someone who had COVID, or you clothes you bought David B. during COVID? We like you, Lewis. Thank you, Joe. That is so nice. That is really, really nice. There's only one love God on here. Big laugh. Okay, whoa. Define dirty. Well, I mean, that's even someone has a cold. Someone who says, I'm just getting over COVID, like that. I shouldn't be talking like this because you're thinking that I'm just going around kissing people with COVID. You shouldn't kiss someone who has a cold sore, maybe. But everybody's got tons of things. Tons of things. Anyone seen what is the green wing or dead box of these movies? I'm still trying to crack the code, obviously. What code? The code to get into Twitter? Max76. Good morning, madam. My name is George Adafunge. I'm calling from your bank. Yeah. I used to say, I still say, if it weren't for Nigerians, I'd get no email at all. This is one of the reasons I'm doing this. But when I did some bus driving, I had some very smelly passengers. You're not going to die from... Smelly is a warning, but you're not going to die from smelly, and they probably are not going to kill you. Saw you in Bethnal Green. You're really great. Hey, Janet, this is somebody new. A round of applause. Craig Patrick has just subscribed. That is really great. Thank you, Janet. Where are you from? Are you from London, Janet? Okay. Who said funny joke? Laugh out loud, funny joke. Is that to me? You shouldn't kiss anyone with a cold, followed by 30 seconds after. You can't catch herpes from kissing somebody. Yeah. Spitalfields. Very posh. Very posh for Janet Sminke. The 45, we're up to 45. Yeah, the point is, it's like what they're saying is somebody has whatever this herpes thing is, and they kiss somebody with herpes, and a little bit of something goes into your body, and then it grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. That's bull. But if you kiss somebody who's, somebody's mouth has got lots and lots of germs. It's not your girlfriend. You can catch a cold. You're not going to die from that. And you're not going to get herpes. I mean, argue with me on this thing. Argue with this thing, with what I'm saying. Can Jenna tell us her height? No, she's brand new. She's a girl. She's brand new. All the women here are slender. I've decided this. I have a very sensitive sense of smell. I can hold my breath when I open a bin. I hold my breath. This is Virgo. When I open the bin or a fringe, I smell them when other people say they cannot smell a thing. I hate it. You've got a very good sense of smell. Well, smell is an important thing. If you're a healthy person because you've been eating meat and exercising, you do not need to worry. It's like that COVID thing. Who died from COVID? A bunch of old people who were killed by the NHS and people who were just really sick. Women can't tell us their weight now. Day 23, and this show is going woke. It's not going woke. It's just I want to keep people here. I would like to get over 60 people. We're at 45 or something, and women don't want to be told that they're fat the very first time that I meet them, though they are fat in this country. That they are fat. I would say, you're fat, I'll go out with you, but I've been married to a fat woman twice. No. Please, God, he never ever stops chuntering on the internet. Who are you talking about, Joodles? Lewis's only other people's girlfriend. What are you saying? Women, okay. What did Joodles say? Okay, you can't catch germs off someone who isn't your girlfriend. Did I hear that right? You can. I'm saying you should basically try to have as little sex as possible. That you should have a girlfriend. It's what they do, Joodles. What I'm saying is you can catch germs. You can catch germs, but from your girlfriend, you get used to each other's germs. But there's no such thing as germs. It's her schmutz. It's her body. I lost my sense of humor and taste during COVID. I did too. I was so angry. Okay? You're not gonna fall asleep. No, today I'm all right. I've had a coffee and I've had a tea and I slept a reasonable amount yesterday. You, Lewis, never stop doing this. Thank you, Joodles. Because I'm not explaining the situation. Of what germs are and we know what they say germs are. They think it's little bits and pieces, like a virus or whatever it is, HIV. HIV, which goes into your system, goes into your mouth, and the next thing you know, you're sick and you're dying because it breaks down your immune system. That is fucking rubbish. I don't believe that. Novo Nordic loves American women who, because they're fat, yeah. Okay, Lewis, you never stop doing this. Fatter than Lewis. Who are you saying this to, Kerry P? Okay. Lock down that crap, but nobody pissed me off for weeks, which was lockdown was crap, but nobody pissed me off for weeks, which was good. Now you've been conditioned and programmed to stay home. Exactly. You're angry, Steve. So was I. I was so angry, and I'm still angry. When I see anybody wearing a mask in the street, I'm angry. You look amazing in a suit, Lewis. Thank you very much. But I want to look great naked. Here I'm naked. I want to be thin and naked, but I like skinny girls. I like fat girls. I like them carrying a little bit of weight girls. Yeah, you like girls. Calvin, where's Calvin? I agree, Calvin. Where's Calvin? Did Calvin come in here? I didn't see Calvin come in. But I want one. What is Lucy saying? Where did Lucy go? Did you just come in and then just sign out? I think she signed out. Flora does not make you stronger. Right. I don't even, flora I think is trans fat, right? It's just, it's made with rapeseed oil. No, I'm so sad about Diego Jada and his brother Andre today. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, that's the problem with mass communications, as we see when anybody gets killed. Am I dropping off? Oh, well, one person left. Lucy left, but she'll be back. I hope. You know, she could get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, girls. Don't get mad at me. I'm not a saint. I'm not a bad guy. Anyway, are you forced to wear makeup for GB News? I used to say no to makeup, and then they fired the makeup lady. Well, where did you go? You posted something, but I can't find it. Lucy, remember when he went to the drive-thru in Mora? I was screaming. What does that mean? In Mora. What was in Mora? Hobnob. Hey, Hobnob, welcome in. 48 people here. That's so brilliant. I really appreciate that. Lucy is back. Yeah, Lucy is back. Laughing my something off, Lucy says to Joodles. They're having their own private conversation. Is there what's his name here? Is Calvin here? I don't see Calvin's name. Jim Carter. Lewis, good evening. Hey, Jim, I didn't see your name come in there. Are you subscribed? You don't worry about it if you don't want to be subscribed. But are you subscribed? What did Max say about Italians? Please, yeah, don't leave. Okay, let's get back to the thing here. No, flora and bacteria make you stronger. No, those things are really bad for you. Any kind of fake chemicals are make you not stronger. A little bit of germs can't kill you. There was a show called Phone Jacker. Mora is a place in Northern Ireland. Oh, you're talking about Phone Jacker. And the guy went to a chippy in Mora and did a fantastic Northern Irish accent. Okay, do I have to write that down? You'll have to remind me. Calvin, as in Calvin Harris, Mr. Croxted quoted a Calvin Harris song. Okay, I'm not familiar with. Not that Flora. Is that something else? Mora, Flora. First of all, I don't understand even when you don't make these kind of references, these British references. Can I just take a moment and respond to this thing? I'm just going to say thank you for someone actually thinking about my weight. Thank you for thinking about my weight. Okay, so we're back. Tinder. What about Tinder? We're at 42. Dromona is the best, Andrew. Can I divert a second? Speaking of this going on a bus tour in Northern Ireland, has anybody seen the bus tour in Scotland by Limmy, where he goes to this town, he sneaks on a bus replacement, and he goes to this town? Lewis, you have quite a few Northern Irish viewers. I do. Why is that? I don't know why that is. I don't think I've ever said something nice about the place. Oh, not fake butter, Lewis, but regular contact with dust. Oh, you're talking that flora, like flora and fauna. Well, flora are plants and fauna is animals. Janet, would you consider going on the Mark Stein cruise? Honestly, yes, I would. If he asked me, I probably wouldn't go on if it cost me money, but I would think about it. Maybe I would. Well, where is this cruise going to be? I like that guy. I like Mark Stein. And he's going to die soon because he doesn't eat a healthy diet, probably. He had 2 heart attacks. I might die soon. I hope I don't get a heart attack. Northern Ireland loves our Lewis. Okay, well, Lewis Schaffer loves Northern Ireland. Oh, yes, Limmy is hilarious. Met him once at his book signing, too. Vicky Armitage, do you remember that little video sketch where where Limmy is like a guy, he's like on benefits, he's living in this tiny little flat, and he's got basically no life. The cruise is in Canada. I've made a point not to go to Canada as long as they've got a left-wing government. But that's a good point, too. Well, are you going to go, Janet? Are you going to go on this cruise? And he sneaks on the bus, and it's like going to the most magical mystery place in the entire world. It was so over the top. Lewis Schaffer has kissed the Blarney Stone. I'd go to Ireland, I guess. What does kissing the Blarney Stone mean again? I forget what that means. The bus to Yoker. That's exactly right. Everybody, if you want to see something really amazing, Dee Dee was the character. He took the bus to Yoker. Was it a new town that was built? I'd love to go, but probably couldn't afford it. Yeah, it's expensive to go to Canada, I guess. Is Carney left wing? Yeah, he's totally left wing. He's Team World. He's Team Globalist. He's horrible. I've also been told by Rose I need to wash. That's what she says to me. I need to gain weight and wash. I mean, nobody said anything to me. That's the first person to say something to me. My mom and dad, on their honeymoon in 1959, kissed the Blarney Stone. Well, look at all those people who kissed the Blarney Stone. And you're telling me that they wipe it down after every single time? And all the people kissing it? You know what I mean? You're not going to die from that. It may not be great if you just spent all day licking it, but it's not good. It's not bad. Kissing the Blarney Stones means you have the gift. Oh, that's right. The gift of the... I don't know if I've got the gift of the gab. And who says that that's such a good thing, Andrew? But thank you very much. Okay, I went to Northern Ireland once to the Titanic Museum. It was good. Yeah, that's going to be on their poster. Come to the Titanic Museum. It's good. Kerry P. No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Limmy, the bus, whatever it is, to Yoker, the bus to Yoker. Joodles, who lives right up there, says the Titanic Museum is epic. Giant's Causeway is fantastic. That's two amazing things there. A country, i.e. Canada, is its people, not the WEF leaders. They voted for that guy. They should be punished, Canadians. I mean, I believe in collective responsibility. I don't know if I believe that. I'm not making a joke. I don't know if I believe that. I don't believe that maybe you're right. I should go to Canada. The Limmy Show, DD Yoker. Go Google that. The Titanic Museum was rated #1 tourist attraction in the world a few years ago, Lewis. Not even joking. Yeah, it could be the #1 thing. I mean, it can't be you don't die there. They don't kill you. You don't drown. The Blarney Stone must be sanitized after every kiss. Yeah. Claire sees both my parents were from Northern Ireland, Newton Abbey, but I was born here in England. Okay, we needed to know that. Thank you very much, Claire. So do you consider? I'm not going to ask whether what side you're on. You're on my side. That's all that matters. How much time and effort have people to put into the millions of superstitions and old wives' tales? Yeah. And then you see some of these places and you think to yourself, is this the Blarney Stone? Is this the little tiny little... I mean, I've seen what people do to actually have to kiss it. Lewis, which politicians, if any, do you have any respect for? How about tell me which ones you have respect for? Mac76. You have to tell me who you have respect for. Okay, both... Okay, so that's what... It also means you talk shite, Lewis, the Blarney Stone. Doesn't mean I'm talking great. Kerry P likes Rupert Lowe. Yeah, I don't know what he said that's so great, but I mean, I've just been hearing more and more about him. And, we need somebody strong. Rupert Lowe is the only one I respect. Your turn, Lewis. Kerry says Rupert Lowe. 13 lucky or 13 unlucky? If if you think it's lucky, it makes you think. I respect Gandhi, says David Beeden. Hey, Ruben, welcome here. Good to see you. Are you new to the thing, Ruben? Where are you? I'm in Nunhead. I'm in Nunhead. That's where I'm from. We're in Nunhead. I went to Dublin. They don't know how to queue for buses properly. When it arrives, they all try to get on at the same time. Well, come to London. That's the way London is. It's filled with people who don't know the history of it. I went to Dublin. They don't know the history of it. I mean, maybe Rupert Lowe is a good guy. I think he's too old to lead the people. I mean, Donald Trump's been leading the people for 8 years already. So maybe Rupert Lowe. Do we like Rupert Lowe? Should we have a poll? I mean, I don't like We need someone who's going to fight for this country, fight for the Angles, the Saxons, the Jutes. Where are you from, Reuben? Reuben, where are you from? We need someone to fight for us, for you, not me. To fight for the Celts, the Normans, the Picts, the Scots, the Cornish, all the people who live here, who've been here for a long time, who love this country, who have a football team, or even, let's say they don't have a football team. They've got a damn good reason why they don't have a football team. That their father has a football team. Whatever it takes. Am I right? Am I right? I don't even know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm right. What happened over here? What happened here? I think my thing is not working. Okay. All right, there you go. Ant Middleton for the next mayor of London. Okay, is that Anton Deck? Is that who that guy is? I haven't heard of him in a long time, ever since somebody went on a bender or something. Which one went on the bender? It keeps doubling, and it keeps doubling and doubling and doubling. That's a joke, I can't tell. Ruben's from the Midlands. I'm from the Midlands too. My dad worked there, Keith. Where is that? Where did your dad work? There is actually a good MP in Liverpool, but he's Labour. Dan Carden. Well, what is he good at? Is he fighting for this country? Is he fighting not to give people benefits? Is he fighting for whatever is our country? No, probably not. If he's Labour, he's not. He's not. He's not. If he's a Tory, you ask him, is he fighting for this country? He's probably not. So I'm sorry. I shouldn't be that way. But you're right. Let's love this country. I can't believe I've become so patriotic. To be fair, Kerry P., my MP is great too. Yeah, because they're right in the field and you see them. We had a great MP. And then you find out more and more about her, and she was horrible. Harland and Wolff. Yeah, that's the big shipyard up there. She's a Tory GP. Is she an MP or a GP? Years ago, Lewis, I lived at 13, then broke a mirror. Nothing but bad luck for over 7 years. Okay, there you go. Very funny. Simon Arnold. I think he is, but I don't vote Labour. Who are you talking to, Kerry P.? I think it's a mistake to put too much faith in any politician. That's so true. You lose your ability to think critically when you become partisan. That's true. Do I seem like I'm too partisan? The whole thing. Dublin is the biggest city in the world. It keeps doubling and doubling and doubling. Oh, I see. Like doubling over. Okay, it was a joke. It's doubling and doubling. So where are you from, Lewis? I'm from New York originally. Where are you from, Reuben? Is this an AI? You sound like an AI. It's Lewis. You can spell my name wrong. I don't care. Awesome, Lucy. Harland Wolff Shipyard where the Titanic was built. Yeah. Is it Sammy Wilson? Is that the MP or the doctor? Where are you from? And why do you want to know these questions? Why haven't you been joining us? We've been going for 23 days. But I appreciate you being here. It was fine when it left here. That was the joke they made about the Titanic. It really happened, breaking the mirror. Yeah, you could break a mirror. Why is it bad luck? Because it's not nice when your mirror breaks. You got to clean up the glass. It's really bad. It's absolutely horrible. Wilson or Wislin? I have a Labour MP. Of a Labour MP, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like they say they ask the Democrats, do you love America? And they all say, we don't love America. Fuck them. Somebody needs to love America, It was built by the Irish, sunk by the English. That was the Canadians. It was a Canadian piece of ice that broke it. And it could have been avoided. Born and bred. Just live over here now. Is that me? You're talking about me, or is that talking about you, Joodles? You live in England. David Beaton, broken mirror on the wall. Something to do with 7. Yeah. Blame Canada. Well, it's really sad because Canada wasn't any problem for years and years, and now they're like a problem, and they think, they're a problem. I have a Labour MP, says Carrie. Every first time ever, and the place has gone downhill. Well, let me tell you something. We've had we've had Labor MP. The place is downhill here where I am too. Titanic pieces are big and still in the museum. They're Titanic. Yes, the Titanic sinking could have been avoided if they hadn't left the binoculars in Belfast. Wasn't it the first time they were traveling? So it's, you forget stuff, don't we all? Don't we all? Song in the film Team America. What's the song in the Team America film? Blame Canada. Canada. Okay, so let's take a 5-minute break. How about that? And I can get something more to eat, or maybe the Quakers did a lot in early America. Okay, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Go out and get somebody new to come in there. Let's find out what's his name? What Ruben was saying? Where Ruben was from? Where are you from? Where is Ruben from? Hey, Chris King, good to see you. Welcome in. Yes, Simon, they made the oats. Great film, according to Vicky. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. I'm going. Do you know that I'm talking to you? You're not allowed to say you're leaving, Lewis. I said for 5 minutes because we're all taking a break. Yeah, maybe you're right, but maybe you're wrong. 5 minutes. A ciggy break, not a ciggy. No, not a ciggy. Those ciggies are all right, a couple of ciggies. Maybe that's not right. Okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. 3 minutes, make it 3. Make it 3 minutes. Can you see my fingers? Make it 3 minutes.
There we go.
Okay, I'm back. I needed a 3-minute break. How long was that? It was like 2 minutes. I'm not even having a pee. That's the amazing. I didn't have a pee. I'm not even having a pee. But I pee, wake up every night to pee like 5 times. I bet he's eating pasta, loads up on carb. Yeah, that's not true. I put 2 bratwurst on the thing there. I don't even, I don't know. Oh, sorry to hear. Your dad is gone. Oh, that's sad, Lucy. But Keith cares. Okay, we got 39 people, so we didn't lose anybody. Welcome to the madhouse, Ruben. I bet he's eating pasta. No. Where's the elevator music? Yes. Yeah, I should do that. Should I do that? They probably made a note to remember the next time. I bet he's having a pee. I'm not having a pee, Chris, but thank you very much. Keith's dad's dead too. Please, let's not try to be too whatever. Sounds like a chocolate being open. No, I was in the other room. I was opening up a pack of little bratwurst. I love that. They're made in Germany. Welcome, Ruben. No sound effects again. I should maybe make a sound effect. Not going through the museum broke my heart. It could have all been avoided, yeah. And what was bad about it is all the men that died. I mean, I don't mind the women, but the men. I love Lewis's irreverence on GB News. Brilliant sense of humor for a septic tank. Check your prostate. Yeah. But I mean, if my prostate was a problem, I'd have problem maybe in the daytime. Joodles, that is so sad. You've given me another place to visit when I follow the road races. Right, you're going around the country. He doesn't need to leave the desk for a pee. He has a bottle under his desk. You know what? No, 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 no. We need to see an empty chair and a mic. With the music playing. Yeah, well, I should put the music on. Can't get your sausage out on camera. Forgot about that. Yeah, forgot. Okay, very funny too. I know a lady who likes worst. Okay. The gallery music from Tony Hart. What is that? I'm afraid I'm gonna get sound banned or something. Damn, Ruben laughed. Thank you. Oh, he subscribed. Thank you, Ruben. That's really nice of you. Has everybody subscribed? Please subscribe. Please like. Please subscribe. I don't know how many do we have right now. We're over 850. That's commitment to his art. We draw the line at the knees. You don't want to see me be naked and stuff like that. I've got zero filter. Zero filter. Xylophone music. Kinsey says we're at 44. It's good. We got people coming in and watching. I whooshed. That's the way Jewish friends say it. Whooshed. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm Jewish. How do we have 850 subscribers and only 44 here? Because people can't all listen at the same time. I want, they're new people. You don't even realize that they're new people because we recognize the old names, but there's always new people. Tony Hart program. What is the Tony Hart program? Vision On? Is that according to Joe? Good idea. Cheap instruments as an intro and an outro. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I've got this thing, and I've got that thing. Hey, Kate. See, Kate is here. Welcome back, Kate. That's the answer, Mark. Not everyone wants to listen to 3 hours of this. Loved Morph. Daryl says, hey, Daryl. Daryl's here, too. I liked Morph. Okay. Hi, Mark, says Kate. Vision was on a kids program. No panpipes. They were an invention of the Prince of Darkness. I don't like panpipes. I once stayed at the YMCA in New York back in the 1980s. And boy, it was really fun. Which YMCA? I think there were quite a few there. My father used to be a member of the YMCA in the Upper West Side. I could do 3 hours, yeah. Yeah, well, you could do 3 hours. I mean, if you don't want to read the screen, you can just listen to some guy talking. It's probably, I'm not saying this is soothing, or maybe it's not soothing. But which Reuben, which YMCA, the one they wrote the song about in New York? Anyway, I was just bit. Did you hear the story of Bittersweet Melody? Is that the song that they said it was a Rolling Stones song, and he didn't get any money from it? The guy who wrote that song, he could have gotten £5 million, but he didn't get anything. Bongo music, the drum roll. So that's it. We're gonna move into some content. I have watched Faulty Towers, not all all of them, but so let's just we already discussed hoarding. Have we just you want to go into weight? Because I've been called thin and dirty. Thank you, Craig. Horror music. Maybe something from Psycho. That'd be amazing. Someone has to make Lewis. You don't have to. Don't try to do anything. Okay. When people are putting 40 something on here, I thought they were attracting mostly people. I thought you were attracting in their 40s. Probably most people are between. Yeah, probably. I know what you mean. That's the number of people. We're at 46, which is pretty damn good. Same height, same weight. Over to you guys. Thank you, Joe. How was your eating thing been doing? Who do you find funny, Lewis? And what makes you laugh, Carrie? What makes you laugh? Well, who makes you laugh? Who do you think is funny? Okay, who? You're a great Craig. You're a great choice for someone to listen to. I think that's Y-O-U-R. Whenever you see your, remember, should it have an extra R-E because it means you are. You are a great choice. Okay, so let's, Craig, we're paying attention to that. We're paying attention to that. I mean, yesterday's show was a really good show. I was crying. I've cried 4 or 5 times in the past week. Is it weird? Is it not attractive? I don't think it's attractive. Larry David is hilarious. I think so too. Yeah, he's hilarious. He's like me. He's also an angry guy. I'm at my lowest weight this year, 20 kilograms to go. And I'll be happy, yeah. You're losing weight. Mickey Flanagan is great. He's great. He used to live right around the corner from me. We used to play football together. I used to meet him in the park and talk to him. I give you permission. What? To do what? Lewis, do you like him? I like Larry David, yeah. I like Mickey Flanagan a lot. Okay. Maltese is from Malta. Yes, Kate, Curb Your Enthusiasm is the best. What about punctuation? Yes, period. Yes, comma, Kate, comma, Curb Your Enthusiasm, capitals, comma, is the best, exclamation point. Okay, you make me laugh, Kerry P says. And only you. I can't think of anyone else. Not really, anyway, thank you. Jeff Norcott, promote men's mental health. Well, we got to work on, because the world's going to SHITE. So we need to work on our mental health, and women too. We're not healthy right now because we're eating a too high carb diet, and we're not fighting we don't have our families around. They're all off. We didn't get families. So we don't have our families. Maybe we're a family. I cried yesterday. My wife hit me and said, how can you watch 3 hours of that? Yeah, how could you watch it? She didn't say that. Did she say that? Ruben says, can't remember which one it was. First time abroad. Never been on a plane. Wow, it was really fun. The best comedy skit has to be the Marx Brothers when they are aboard the ship as stowaway. I don't remember that, but that I do like the Marx Brothers. He lived in my hometown, Groucho Marx. Groucho Marx. That's what Ruben says. Sorry for the lack of punctuation. I accept, and there's no punctuation here, but I accept your apology. John Robbins. I know all these people. They don't like me. Maybe they do like me, or maybe they don't care about me. Hold on a second. I'm going to go turn the whatchamacallit off. You know, Lucy, I hit myself watching 3 hours of this. Lucy hit herself. Don't get yourself, Lucy. Steve Cuff says, I didn't read all of this, all the rules. Well, there aren't that many rules. Punctuation, spelling. Don't tell me you're leaving. Okay? Don't tell me. She's making a joke, Kate. Lucy's making a joke. Am I allowed to eat while the show is going on? Can I sit here like with a plate and eat this? Watching Lewis is addictive. I don't think so, because if watching addictive, we'd have more and more people, and we're basically stalling at 50, which is a lot, but it's good. You've eaten enough. I'm fat. You need to wash as well. That's the advice that Rose gives me. I think we are all here because we hate ourselves. Yeah, maybe it's true, because you can you feel my pain, or do I seem happy? Ruben says I can eat while the show is on, but only if I use my fingers. I'll have a bite the next time we take a break. Maybe we don't even need to take a break. You'll wake up fat tomorrow, and we'll have to hear all about it. Yeah, I will wake up fat. I mean, because even though there's very little carbs in German bratwurst, there is a lot of salt, and that makes you fat. No, you are not allowed to eat near a microphone. Thank you, Slumber. Do you agree with that? Lewis and Bottles. 46. I'm on my fast today. Oh, that's good. Is it just today you're fasting? Because I think about fasting every day, but I have a very hard time doing it. Mark, yes, I'm evil, really. Are you evil, Kate? I don't think you don't sound evil to me. Archie Loom says contagious would mean more listeners. Contagious. Yes, that's true because, yes, more and more people are attached to it. Most things are not contagious. All the stuff that's in the world that they say is contagious. You're going to catch something. Okay? Thank you, Simon. You're going to catch something. Only 37 likes. Let's all like the thing, please. Let's all like it. It means so much to me. That means, Lewis, how about storing calories in case we run out of food? I've thought about that a lot. Yeah, maybe we should, and we might run out of food. We might. People in the city here. Yeah, we might. Did Carnegie fold the flag properly for you? No, he didn't. I had to fold it again. I did it myself, yeah. Do you go to synagogue, Lewis? I don't go to synagogue, but I should go to synagogue. I should go. Why do people fast? I pass out within an hour. I have to eat hourly. Kate, you think you do, you don't. It's really bad for you. You think you do. Thank you, Ian, for 40. We've been quarantined. Who's been quarantined? Are you quarantined talking to me, Lucy? Can we all please remember announcing the number of viewers is Kinsey's job. No, anybody can announce it, but if she can make a case why it should be her. She gets paid little enough for it as it is. That's what Judels is saying. No, she wants to, she can, if she wants to. But it is basically been her. Yeah, she's done a tremendous job. It sounds like the start of a job, Craig 46. Fasting brings you closer to God. Yeah, closer to death, maybe. I mean, we eat too much. I had to fast 24/7. I couldn't fast 24/7. I couldn't fast over Yom Kippur. I just couldn't do it. Now I can. I don't know if I can. It's still hard. I fast for 12 hours a day. I go to sleep and I don't eat all night unless I'm really, really hungry. Oh, there you go. Okay, Jules has a nickname for Mark. Okay, I used to work, shift work, and would never know when I'd have time for food. I always carried Mars bars with me. Do you want a pat on the back for that? Because you're eating Mars bars, Steve Cuff? Maybe you would have been better off carrying, like what I do, a ball of mozzarella cheese. How about that? How about carrying a thing of roast beef? How about some sausages? Lewis, how are you getting to the GB News studio today? Yum Kipper. Lucy, very funny. Very, very funny. How am I getting to the studio? I had to get a new card because I lost my card. I lost my over 60 whatever it is Freedom Pass. So I'm gonna take the train anyway. I take the Windrush line. Horrible name. I take the Windrush line. Why? How do you suggest? And then I change to the Victoria line or to the Elizabeth line, and then I change to the Bakerloo line, or I get off it. That's how I basically go there. Slowing often so you can avoid getting to meet God. Yeah, it could be. Sometimes it was fruit. You brought fruit in. But fruit doesn't have enough calories. And it just makes you hungrier when you eat a candy bar. That whole idea, it makes you hungrier. Schaffer has a chauffeur. Similar pronunciation. My initial thoughts when I heard the news this morning. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, he was speeding. He probably had you're talking about the guy, the football player. Please listen to Max Bruch's Kol Nidre. Lovely. What is that? I don't know who that is. Kol Nidre is the song that we sing. I'm going to start crying when your family dies once a year. You're basically singing a song, a prayer to the dead people. Very sad. Very sad. How do you know this, Lucy? Mornington Crescent. That was something else. That was part of a game show. Do people recognize me? Sometimes they do. Yeah. I mean, sometimes they come up to me. They're not like Americans who go, "Oh my God, that's Not that that's ever happened, but they come up and they say, "Oh, you probably get this told us all the time." English people are embarrassed. No, I seriously do fast 3 times a week. I take my Christianity very seriously. Think of the poor in the world while fasting. That's good, but it's also good to fast. It's good to fast. According to What and I, Kol Nidre is for cello solo and orchestra. Yeah, I mean, pronounced Bruck, German composer who wrote it for the Jews of Liverpool, who helped found the orchestra there. Okay, that's lovely. That's lovely. That's lovely. I mean, there won't be any Jews left in the country, anymore. But it was nice while it lasted. Lewis. Lucy suggested of Mac Brooks, like Brooke, Kol Nidre is like angels playing the cello. It's stunning. Okay, now I got to actually look it up. Okay. I mean, I play it now, but I played it before and I got a letter, and I think I don't like to get letters. I'm a coward. Lucy pointed it out. A joke is an opinion from cowards. Kerry P., according to Mark, would you recognize him then? Would you recognize me if I was walking in the street? You say, "Oh my God, that's Lewis Schaffer. I listened to your podcast. I saw you on GB News. I went to your show at Comedy Unleashed." Would you recognize me? I mean, I don't have any shape because of the light. Let me turn. My son's not here. Let me see if this light. Is that too bright? Can you see the wavy lines in the back? I don't get hungry listening to me. I don't get either. That's why I don't even know why I'm making this thing. I don't know why. Do you think that Sade has the sweetest taboo? I guess that's also a joke. Yeah, it's not Sade. It's Sade. How do you pronounce that? I don't get hungry listening to Lewis. Yeah, don't get hungry because we're here. We're trying to lose weight as best we can, and two bratwursts from Lidl have over 500 calories. So it's a lot of it. I have it with mustard. A lot of it. I would be starstruck, and I've never been to one of your shows. Well, you can just say, "Oh my God, you're Lewis Schaffer. I'm starstruck," and the next thing you know, I'm lying on top of you naked, telling you I love you. You don't want to say it anyway. Also, his violin concerto 1 and 2. Is this guy famous? This guy, Brooks guy. Charday, that's right. Thank you for listening, Nick. Non-stick Nick, thank you. Thank you. Why are you saying you're sorry, David B? Why is David B saying you're sorry? You were making a joke. No, never apologize for making a joke. Never apologize for making a joke. And Daryl is here. Daryl is a girl, right? Aren't you a girl? Aren't you a girl? So, oh, good. Okay, you're a girl. So should we talk about, what should we talk about next? Should we talk about, what's her name crying for the TV on, at the question time? Wait. Or independence? We got a choice of 3 things. I started listening to Sade again. You appreciate her music more. She was a beautiful girl. And she had a nice voice. And she was very exotic. I was in America. She was like really exotic. I got starstruck with Gary Neville once. But in my defense, it was before he outed himself as a champagne socialist. Well, yeah. I mean, what do you do? Rachel from Accounts deserves no sympathy. Why does she deserve no sympathy? Ruben, tell us why. I like Gary Neville. I think he's one of the smarter ones. Same here. Joodles as a man. Same here, Joodles, as a Man United fan, I like Gary Neville, period. Okay? Except when he opens his mouth about politics, it lets him down. Yes. But then again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and especially the time we're living in now, people don't want to hear your opinion. Look at my friend Lisa. She stopped being my friend because I supported Donald Trump. I hope you don't do that, but that can happen. Okay, same here, says Kinsey. Depends on why she was really crying. Why do you think she was crying? Lewis, is Tony Hinchcliffe a Jew? I don't think he is, but I'm not sure. He came later on in my life. I had already left the country, so I don't know. I remember every Jew knows every other Jew. I thought Bruce Springsteen was a Jew back in the day, 1975, but he wasn't. He wasn't a Jew. Yeah, she doesn't deserve it. Why doesn't she? You could have sympathy for the person. If you can't handle the pressure of high office, you should resign. But you know what? Women cry quicker than men do. So we should stop women from being in politics. That's a good question, because she never showed the old age pensioners any when tears of cold were running down their faces last winter. Yeah, but why should the government be giving out money left and right? I'm against old age people getting money. This is where I'm unlikable. This is where you turn on me. I'm against that. I don't think we should give money to old age pensions. We shouldn't give money to the disabled. The government should not be giving money. Let people form charities, give money to their loved ones, be rich on their own, and then we won't have to do any of this. I met the man who wrote Terry and June. What is Terry and June? I don't know this one, yeah. Okay. But you're right. I mean, who knows what she was told to do? They just because you hate to say it. Why did they cut the cold money, fuel money from old age pension? Because they don't care about us. They don't care about you. They don't care about the Angles, the Saxons, the Jutes, the Irish, the Welsh, the Celts, whatever. They don't care. If there were no women in politics, the age of consent in Delaware would be 7. Okay, I see what you're trying to do, Lucy. You're making a joke about Delaware. Delaware is, because of the president and how pervy he was. He was. Okay. If there are no women in politics, yeah, maybe. She's drowning in her own lies and tears, according to Steve. Yeah. Lewis, have some empathy. To who? To old people? To people who are collecting money from the government? I mean, if people are collecting money from the government, they should be, they should say thank you to the people, to you. Thank you. Thank you. Team World tells Reeves what to do, according to Watt and Eyes. Yes, they do. Team World. Yeah. The Prime Minister, he's totally Team World. Do you know Dr. Hannah Fry? I read up on her yesterday. Turns out that she had cervical cancer at 36 and had a hysterectomy. I feel so sad for her, but she's a very good person. It beams form on her face. It beams form. Yeah. I mean, that's horrible to have that at 36. The truth is that, the older you get, the more, I don't know, lots of people have cancer. I mean, I think about cancer every day. I try to cut back on my carbs. Okay? So, let's try to cut back on the carbs. Cut back on the carbs because it makes us fat, and cut back on the carbs because it increases the growth of cancers. Do not eat cancer. Do not eat carbs. So there you go. So Lucy's last thing at Joodles. They're just having a great time. Great time. Joy Earls. Hello. Agree, Kerry. Carbs don't cause cancer. They might not cause cancer, but they make cancer grow. Is that what you're saying? What are you saying, Kate Quinn? They do. Well, first of all, this is not proof, but look at the association between people with cancer and carbs and eating and being fat. Fat people get more cancer. Okay? So a lot of the older generation have, quote, paid in for most of their lives. The country has changed, and the younger generation have created this mess. Old age pensions deserve respect. Well, they're not treated with respect. Their votes don't mean anything. They're told if they disagree with some policy that they're racist. Carbs can agitate. Yeah, they can irritate, agitate. They can inflame you. They make you fat, and they also feed cancerous cells. Thank you, Nate Virgo. I agree with you. Only Rupert Lowe. Only Rupert Lowe what, Kerry P? Tell me what you think about Rupert Lowe. No, keep your weight healthy and it's fine. I never had a weight problem. That's also true. Yeah, so you can eat carbs, I guess, but I don't think that they're healthy. I don't think they're healthy. Are you fat? Are you fat, Kate? You're probably not. Okay. Yeah, we're still going. We're still going. This has only been going an hour and a half. The only MP I can stand, Kerry P. Who's the only MP you can stand? Rupert? My mother died of cancer, and they tried to get her up to 6 stone for the radiography. Yeah, and kill her with radiography. Yeah, yeah. So she's dying, and they're giving her radiography. They couldn't, so they just put a gun to her head and killed. That's what this is. So she had it at 5.5 stones. Is your mom alive, Jules? You're at 5 stone. Do you think it's going to help you live? I mean that in a loving way. I'm sorry. I don't know about the anti-vax Hannah Fry program. You're right. I know about the anti-vax Hannah Fry program. You're right. Okay, but I can let that one thing go. Laugh out loud. What is she pro-vax or anti-vax? Because I'm anti-vax. Carbs are the devil's food. Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it. They're fantastic. We're not supposed to be eating seeds. You know how I know we're not supposed to be eating seeds? Because we got to cook them. We got to prepare them. We got to knock the toxicity out of them. I don't envy you, that journey to the studio, Lewis. It takes an hour and about 5 minutes, Lewis. I would not want to do all the train and the tube. I did like the tubes, but that was before Mr. Punch became mayor. You're also younger, younger. Hubba hubba, Kate Quinn. 1 hour and 34 minutes. Yeah, thank you. We're on for... No, Lewis, she died in 2010. 5.5 stone. Yeah, and they wanted to give her chemotherapy. Is that what... Or radiotherapy. When I get cancer... I shouldn't be talking like this. I'll put me off the air because it's bad for the medical business. But I am not going to have chemotherapy, and I'm not going to have radiation therapy. And I might have a cancer removed. I will not have a biopsy because that spreads the cancer. I mean, I've read a lot about this thing. Look up Dr. Thomas Seyfried. Look him up. I'm making homemade burgers, Lewis. Do you like them? Your homemade burgers? I've never had them. You can send them to me. But I had 300. I had 3/4 of a pound of American British pound of burgers yesterday. My son had half of it and I had half of it. Burgers are good. And I ate it half raw. Not that I'm saying you should eat it half raw, especially burgers, but not all the time. It's a shame. I'm sorry for your loss, Poppet. She's talking to Jules. Yeah, it is sad. It is sad. I'm sorry for not being more sympathetic, Jules, but it is really sad. It's really sad. They're giving chemotherapy to a person who weighs 90 pounds, 70 pounds, or is it 90 pounds? Is 5 stone is 550 is 70 pounds. Chemotherapy. That's the medical authority in every country. You just remember these things that Lewis Schaffer was saying. 14 pounds to the stone. Thank you, Rubens. I know you weren't after sympathy, but you've been a good supporter of Lewis Schaffer in this show, and I should be more sympathetic, because here your mother is dying, and they're telling her to eat, and she doesn't want to eat. She just wants to die in peace. Well, she didn't even want to get in that situation at all. The big C affects all of us one way or the other. Yes, it does, but we don't have to get cancer. Number one. I mean, a lot of us can prevent it, but a lot of us can't. And the other thing is, what do you do when you get cancer? Okay. What do you do when you have cancer? You cut down on all the sugars, all the carbs, all the starches, everything. My mom, according to Lucy, love you, Lucy, my mom declines declines radiotherapy and drugs after having the cancer cut out of her breast. We were horrified by the list of side effects in the booklets they gave her. Yeah, And it's crazy. It's basically adding more toxicity to your body. So this is what I say to chemotherapy. This is what I say to radiotherapy. This is, don't talk to me about cancer. The people are not living any longer with cancer now. Okay? Swear to God, Lucy, I never take either after watching it. Guan, your mother. What does that mean? You're crying about your mom. Well, that's really nice. I tell you, Lucy and Joodles, they have so much in common. I think they've made a friend. Yeah, I hope they've made friends. I hope you make friends with these people. When you see them, you say, hey, remember we used to put up with that Lewis Schaffer guy. Whatever happened to him? You're saying as a joke, because I'm in prison. I'm in prison. I think my mom was about 4 to 5 stone. Then she died this year. Yeah, well, what happens is you stop eating. You can't force people to eat. That was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Sorry about that, Lucy. You lost your mom 2 years ago. I think my mom was about 4 to 5 stone, says Simon Arnold. Yeah. Well, that's one way you decide. That's why they're always talking about assisted, whatever it's called, right? What is it called? Assisted suicide. If people want to you can't even use this. If people want to DIE, they just stop eating. They say, I don't feel like eating, and they do it themselves. Okay. Bless you and your mom, Simon Arnold. Yeah, let's bless the people who've died. Let's sing Kol Nidre. Let's do that. No, she's still alive. Who's still alive? Oh, she's still alive. Okay. Is she doing? She's doing well. All right. I saved her life. Thank you. I saved Lucy's mom life. I made her live. Careful with the wording. Yeah, that's where punctuation takes importance. Spelling is very important. Right? Spelling is really, really, really important. So that's good to hear, Lucy. Sad to hear for Judel. Sad to hear for Simon. My 2 parents are dead too. They're dead too. But they could have lived. Lewis's show would still work if he were doing it from prison. Would they let me do it from prison? Yeah. I mean, what do you care what I'm doing? I hate to sound like I'm bragging, but my mom survived throat cancer about 20 years ago. She's never been the same, but managing. Yeah. Yeah, they can't. I mean, was she a smoker? Was she was she drinking? Not just punctuation, but certain words can get channels blocked. Yes, that's right. I said the S word. I said the doing yourself inward, and that can get you blocked. I've watched enough things where they say, don't say that word. You're right, Steve. Thank you, Mark. What are you saying, Mark? Good to hear, Lucy. Thank you. A good interaction, Lucy. Jay Evans. Shovel radio. What does shovel radio mean? Is that shovel? Yeah, shovel radio. Great, Phil. Thanks, Joe. Nothing I or anyone could do. Sometimes, one of my favorite movies. I'm not gonna cry because I thought of it yesterday. It makes me cry. Is Groundhog Day, where he says, it says the man's whose life you're trying to save. There's nothing we can do, and sometimes. It's basically true. There's nothing you can do. Sometimes when the doctors say there's nothing we can do to save his life because they've decided to, whatever. Roy Castle never smoked in his life. I'm not saying it's just smoking, okay? And I'm not saying it's alcohol. But we live in a very toxic world. And all the little bits and pieces of dust, coughing can cause cancer. I believe that. All those people who were like coughing during COVID. And then their lungs irritated and... very bad. Very bad. Roy Castle never smoked. I met his son. Roy Castle's son. He's a musician. He did the music for the John Cleese show that I did. So don't cough. Is any of you coughing? Coughing can cause cancer. It can cause emphysema. It can cause a lot. Okay. Yes, he sang and he played trumpet in a smoke-filled nightclubs. About Roy Castle. Yes, that's probably what caused it. Could cause it for me. I was in a comedy club for all those years, and it was so dirty. I played organ at the funeral last week. The guy died 85. At 70, he had stomach cancer, and lived another 15 years. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a death sentence, cancer. And our body are constantly filled with cancerous cells. So Kinsey says, so Lewis, what's the secret word you're going to say on GB News tonight to say hello to all of you? I'm going to say hello to everybody who's been listening to and watching this podcast, this live stream. My dad never smoked, and he died of throat cancer at 62. Life can be brutal, yeah. Did he cough often? He probably coughed, and like with me, if I start coughing, I never cough. I hold it in. He breathed in so much secondhand smoke, says Alan Williams. Jay Evans, he sings in the shower. Yeah, well, you can get that. Maybe a shower can cause lung cancer because you're breathing in. Maybe a vape can cause lung cancer. Okay? A young lad near me was killed in a car accident during lockdown, according to Steve Cuff. His cause of death was put down as COVID. There's a joke coming. His parents went public and told the truth. It was a car accident. Yeah, because he was diagnosed with COVID because they wanted to up the whatchamacallits, to up the numbers. And people fell for it. They fell for the COVID thing. Lewis Schaffer, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for not questioning me so much. But the COVID thing was a total lie. And little things causes disease, a total lie. They're liars. The medical profession are lying. No, ulcer on the tongue, said Joe. No, comma, ulcer on the tongue, comma, period. All the therapies, and died later a year ago. Did he have soda? Very high in acidic. That could cause ulcers in the tongue. Can you go live on here while on the show tonight? I mean, I got yelled at for trying to tweet people by Josh, and he fired me from the show because of that. And then called me up and says, "Do you want to go back on the show?" I said, can you? Okay. So the answer is no. I'd like to. I do think about this a lot. I think about this is one of the nicest experiences I've had. I think. I hope you're having an okay time too. Beaver is a great word for Lewis to use tonight. Could use it. Sod, Josh. He's gone. Patrick would like it. Okay. I was supposed to remind Lewis to use the word flibbergibbet. I mean, the problem is, if you remind me, if you text me when the show is going on, I might actually remember to use it. Okay? But that's a secret joke. Remember, we discussed that. That's like a secret joke you British people have. It's like, oh my God, he said this, and no one will get it. No one will understand what it's talking about. But it's an in-joke for us. So maybe I won't do that. I did not fall for the COVID. Yeah. Thank you, Kerry. I mean, I didn't, and it made me just angrier. And I lost a lot of friends. My doctor workmates have told me the same thing. All respiratory illnesses are classed as COVID in the hospital. Yes, that's true. But they're also saying that if you've been tested for it, and you get hit by a truck, even if you're not in the hospital, they'll put you down as a COVID case. It's like every time there's a storm, they say it's climate change. Every time there's warm weather, it's climate change, or cold weather, it's climate change. Okay. So Lucy says, flibberty gibbet. Oh, please try this again, Lewis. That's a prayer from Judah. What does that mean again? I forget what that means. Not that I'm not listening to you, Lucy. Not that I'm not listening to you. Flibberty gibbet. What does it mean? Okay. Make sure you get there is no makeup. They took the makeup away. There's no makeup for Lewis Schaffer. At least give them a chance. Do I need any makeup? I mean, I've had these lines in my head forever. This thing, I've had. This thing, I don't know whether you can see that. I don't know if I can see. Can you see? Can you see that here? Do they do your hair? No, they don't do my hair. Doesn't matter really. Let's say because some of the people who work there are so good looking, and maybe if you're online, if you're They want you to be good looking, but I want you to love me for me. Too many syllables in flibberty gibbet. Use poppycock. I know what poppycock means. Well, we're having a debate about that poppycock. These are bugger all and sod all. Those are words from Welsh, I assume. LL. Chlenmandos. I love you just the way you are. Who's a frivolous woman? Frivolous woman. Who do you consider a frivolous woman? Lucy, the women who are on GB News? Some of them are, and some of them aren't. Your face is beautiful, Lewis. You know what? Thank you very much. That's what I like to hear. I don't know what you look like, Carrie, but I like you. I like you. There are people I like. I haven't even seen what they look like, and I like them. I like Lucy. I don't even know what she looks like, but I like her. I like her. Not that that means anything. No woman wants to be liked for that kind of stuff. One of the paramedics told me a similar story, Steve Cuff. This is Wanton Eyes music. A guy crushed by a bus was COVID tested on his deathbed. Yeah, because they got 2,500 pounds from our government, of our money, of our Tory government. Am I right? Am I right? Let's see. I'm not in the picture here. Let me see if I can get in the picture. Right? That's the Tory government wasting our money. They spent billions of government, and then handing out money. Horrible. I agree. Just be yourself and natural. I kind of agree with that. But I think the men especially could look a lot better than they look. First thing to looking good is I lost weight, and I look much better. Trim your eyebrows, maybe. Cut your hair. Get your hair cut. Laugh out loud, Jude. What do you say? What did Judel say? Flibbery gibbet. It doesn't mean a frivolous woman. Is that what it means? A flibber gibbet. Flibberty gibbet. Is that what it means, really, Judels? Okay. It's just a cold. Sweat it out and take a paracetamol. COVID? Yeah. But what is a cold? A cold is a nothingness. Or it could be a nothingness. You can die of a cold. But you're not going to catch the thing that caused it. Lower your ears. Is that what you're saying? Do you think it's just a cold? Steve Cuff says, I understand. Just too many conversations and topics at the same time. Yeah, it's a lot of conversations. Nate Virgo, what do you say? Do you think COVID is just a cold? It's not even a cold, because a lot of people were put under breathalyzer. They were told you're going to die, and they were perfectly healthy, and they were put on the the ventilator, and then they died. Okay, it's an old word for a loose woman. Well done, Judels. Yeah. Well, why do you want me to say that, Lucy? I could get in trouble. They think you think I'm a misogynist. Okay. Good to see the knees are back. Yeah, knees are back. I've been told today I got skinny legs. Rose told me I got skinny legs. Good to see the knees are back. And please, try in a Northern Irish accent. I can't. I don't think I could say it. I can't do it. I can't say a Northern. I can't do it. It is the lesser spotted knee at the moment. Yeah, because I don't normally sit this way. I don't know if this looks good. Yeah, don't say it to Anna. Don't say it to Anna. Yeah. See, there you go. I'm glad I would have forgotten it. If the subject of Rachel crying comes up, suggest that maybe someone called her a flibberty gibbet. Okay, yeah. Don't say it to Anna. I didn't know what that word means, and I'll lose her as a friend. And then my chance of actually, Okay. I was wiped off my feet with COVID for a very long time, but survived. I had COVID too. Twice I diagnosed it. And it has nothing to do with having COVID. It has to do with that DNA test they have, whatever the test is called. And I remember I was lying in bed right over here. I was in my Columbus's bed, and I just wanted to be left alone. And Rose kept on waking me every 2 hours. Are you living? Are you living? She didn't want me to die. I love Rose. Call Nina Miscow. No, don't do that. Don't cause trouble, Lucy. I'm going to She's causing trouble. I see a sign of some vascular disease around them knees. Yeah, right there. Can you see that? Yeah. I mean, I used to have it much worse. I used to have it much worse. I agree with you. I said I've got disease, and Rose went, no, you don't. You do not have this. She didn't want to hear about my disease. Lewis, do you get a car to work tonight, or do you have to make it your own way? No. They used to give us a car on the way home, but no, I got to go home in the middle of the night. I get home at 2:00 in the morning. Can't wait for GB again. Might even sign up for USA. Sign up for it and write something and say, I really like your program, but I love it when Lewis is on. He should have his own show. Just plant the seed, or not. Maybe don't plant the seed. That's horrible. Some of my family thought they had COVID. They had symptoms, but didn't. We all tested, and I was the only one to test positive. Yes, because it's just people get tested for having all these diseases that don't really exist, like salmonella or the other ones. Just leave it alone. Steve says, what has Steve said? You're the only one to be tested positive, according to me, Lucy. Lucy, USA can be quite good. Yeah, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this. You could say, hey, that was really funny, or Lewis isn't being himself tonight. Or what happened? What did you do with Lucy? With Lewis? What did you tell him? You don't know. I can't even stomach her anymore. Who can't you stomach? Joodles. Who can't you stomach? Who can't you stomach, Joodles? I lost it. Jesus. Nina's the absolute worth. Barrel has been scraped dry. Okay, I like Nina. Nina. What do you mean? Who is Nina? Let me see who Nina is. You know what I mean? Nana. Do you mean Nana or Nina? Oh, Nina Miscellany. People don't like Nina Miscellany. I've never seen her. I haven't watched her, so I don't know. Nina Miscellany. So maybe I'll look her up. Okay, we're going to take a 2-minute break right now. You ready for a 2-minute break? Are you going to leave? We got 35 viewers here, and then we'll kick into the higher gear for the high. Am I right? Are we taking a break? Can you raise your hand if you're taking a break? You love salmon. Which salmon do you love, Chris King? Okay, we'll check in and welcome me onto the show, Chris. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, yay, we're back. We're back. We're back. Nina would have an aneurysm with Lewis. I think most people do. I think it's just too much. But a glass of water and open the window. Nina, Nana, Saturday night, and I like the way you move. Is that a song? Nina, Nana. I don't know what song that is. Anyway, so let's get back on track. Sometimes Nina gives women a bad name. Oh, people don't like Nina. Why don't they like Nina? 40 plus years ago, her and Lewis would be mayhem. Okay, what about now? What about now? It's so warm in my house, I keep nodding off. Or maybe it's not that. This is not that interesting. Is this not that interesting? This is more of a slower show than normal, I guess. Well, how many we have? We have 38 people, so we're dropping down. Okay. And we'll have to give loads of abuse on your say and say Lewis told us to comment. Yeah, thank you very much. yeah. Don't say that. Wigfield, I kissed her on the cheek when I was a teenager. I melted. Who is Wigfield? Winfield. 2 hours. We're 2 hours. Okay. So maybe we should have a poll to see whether people believed in COVID or not. How about that? Can we do that? How do we do that? We go into isn't there a polling app? Isn't there a polling app? You'd like Wigfield. You just should Google her. Okay, let me go. Let me see if I can Google her. Wigfield. Wigfield. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Very nice. Very nice. Is an Italian dance fronted by a Danish singer, former model. She's 55 years old. She where is Wigfield now? Her name is Sanny Charlotte Carlson. Is currently living in Italy with her husband and 2 children. She's got 2 children. So a round of applause for that. She is still active in the making music. Wigfield, never even heard of her. She's living in England. Okay. So we can't listen to her song. What was the other question? The other one was polls. Make your own poll. Okay, make a poll. Okay, I don't know. Was this the one that? What is it called? What is the poll called? Survey poll maker. Type your question here. Okay. All right. What is the question? What's the question we're having? Is it was COVID a lie? I don't know how should we ask the question? How should we ask the question? Uh-oh. Okay. Did I disconnect you? You'll know her song when you hear it, Lewis. It was an earworm, and it was intercontinental in the mid-90s. Okay, could have been. Wigfield. She's Danish. See you next time, chums. Wrong button is about to be pressed. I thought it was about to be pressed. Could you just tell it was about to be pressed? COVID was up rubbish. The problem was the jabs poorly administered. Is that you think the jabs were poorly administered? Obviously not drinking enough, Joe, as that was the only time I could do it. PMSL. You know her song. Okay, we're going to know her song. Don't do it, Lewis. YouTube might take you down. Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to do it. Saturday Night Wakefield. Okay, basically everyone's leaving the beautiful colors and stuff like that. Look like that. Let me see if I've missed anything. If I missed anything. Well, what did Wigfield have to do with Nina Miskow? Headphones, Lewis. I gotta listen to it on headphones. What about headphones? Hello. I can't hear anything with these headphones. It's not coming out here. I should do that. I should do that. Fear and Loathing in Nunhead. That could be the name of this show. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a gap in the show that we don't have much to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. I just don't feel like because I don't have either of my children here to listen and to be angry at me. Basically, her song began ni na 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 ni na. I don't know what that is, Lucy. Oh, you know what? I could listen to it here. You're right. I'm gonna listen to it. Do you mind if I listen to it? It's gotten very hot. Watching Lewis is like fighting a frog. It's like watching Lewis, according to Alan Williams, is like finding a frog in your back garden. It might not even do anything, but it's brilliant. I appreciate that. I don't believe you, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. That's really brilliant. How long do you have to take to get ready for tonight? Well, because I took a shower earlier. And I don't know. It could take 10 minutes to get out the door. I'm missing actually a party. They're having the local COVID deniers are having a party today, and I'm missing the party. And I wish I could go there, but it's at the Gowlet on the west side. Not the west side. It is the west side. It's in East Dulwich, so it would take me a half an hour to get there. By the time I get there, I'd have to leave. So I'm gonna look at what song am I looking up? Can you tell me what song I'm looking up? I'm not gonna go because it's too. It'll take me a half an hour to get there. And then when I get there, then I'll have to go. So I'll get there. Let's say I leave at 7:30. And I have to get there at I'm sacrificing the COVID deniers party. Okay, what is the name of the song, everybody? So I can write it in. Because somebody can tell me what the name of the song is. Wigfield. Okay, I'll look up Wigfield. Okay, let's see. Songs. Saturday Night, Sexy Eyes, Close to You, Think of You. What song? I'm almost as confused as Lewis. I just want to listen to the song. Oh, okay. Saturday Night, is that the song? Saturday Night, yeah. It's like her top is about to come off. Can you hear it? Can you hear this? Tell me you can't hear this. Please tell me. The Doop Doop song. It was the dark time in British music. This is Italian. It's not even British. Okay, good. Thank you, baby. She's pretty. She's pretty. She's very pretty. She's pretty, but she's like Danish. She's like Danish, and I think because she's blonde, you know, the Italians love that. They love that. They didn't like their own music back then. You had to act English and sing English. Dizzy Miss Lizzie from Denmark was inspired by the Beatles. Waterline. Yeah, there's good music. I think the 1990s is the last time I listened to music. I didn't listen to this music. I didn't go club dancing. I listened to I don't remember what I listened to, but it was a different kind of music. So this is to the to-do list. So this is it's a beautiful girl. Whatever. She's 55. She's 55 years old. She's born in 1970. She's 55 years old. That was quite good. Okay, that was quite good. I mean, I don't want to leave. I feel like I should. Today's show it's been all right. It's been a good show. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's not been the best show that we've had. I should never say that. I should say this is the best show that we've ever had, because some Six Badges is here. These are good people. We're all good people. Don't give up the day job. Now, my music is not my fort. Is not my fort. Okay, not my fort. 2 hours and 10 minutes. Wear some AirPods, Lewis. I've got earphones. You shouldn't be hearing this. Should you be hearing it? You know, I mean, I wish I had a whole setup here, which enabled me to like go from screen to screen to screen, and this was like a whole studio or something. Or maybe they'll give me a show on GB News. Maybe they should. We've had a deep time, and yes, and Kol Nidre. We spoke about Kol Nidre. That was amazing. Maybe I can play a little bit of Kol Nidre to remind me about the High Holy Days. Kol Nidre. I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to. Can you hear this? Can you hear this? Okay, let me. I want to hear there's original music that I grew up with. Okay, that I grew up with. Where is it? We'll have to listen to that later. A little closer to the microphone. Okay, let's get back on track. And what are we talking about that's important? From where you started to where it is now, Lewis, you're doing doing this streaming thing. You should be proud. Yeah, there was some rough. Thank you very much for saying that, Kinsey. Yeah, there was some rough shows that we did in the beginning, and I mean, it's not so much better because I enjoyed it in the beginning, but the fact is that yeah, we're doing so much better. I mean, you're doing so much better too. You know, I mean, I don't know what exactly what does it mean? What does that song mean, Kol Nidre? Just to be sure, who remembers any of this stuff? I don't want to press the screen. I don't want to press the screen. I'll do it on my phone. the no sound show, the no t-shirt show. Yeah, those were the first shows that we did. They were really bad. I thought they were bad. My son wasn't happy. It's not exactly a prayer. The core of this Kol Nidre is the annulment of vows, oaths, and promises made to God, both those made in the past year and those that might be made in the coming year. It's not a prayer. So what does it mean? The practice of reciting Kol Nidre is believed to have originated in medieval times, so it's not as ancient, possibly as a way to help those forced to convert to other religions to maintain their connection to Judaism. Kol Nidre is recited at the beginning of the Yom Kippur evening service, marking the start of the holiest day of the Jewish calendar. I mean, the Jews, it's the interesting thing. It's very interesting, the Jews. I mean, also a burden. Kol Nidre is a powerful and moving part, signifying repentance. We're not crying today. We're not crying today. He's not here anymore today. Okay, what is cheating, Lucy? Who's cheating? Medieval, yeah. It means all vows. Thank you, Lucy. If you want us to hear a song on your phone, put it on loudspeaker. I don't want you to hear it. I got the earphones in, so you shouldn't have heard anything. Lip reader could provide a transcript of a silent show, Lewis. Yeah, they probably could. It would just see me saying, I can't get this thing to work. Help me, don't go, help me. I'm sorry I'm late. Galactus is here. He's back. Okay, and Ruben is here. Get some merchandise sorting out. Mugs, pens. Yeah, I need to do that. Lucy, I got to ask, how come Lucy has not joined in this show? I don't know why she hasn't joined. She might be mad at me or something. Not this Lucy, the other Lucy. Leave the crying to Rachel from accounts. It's about forgiveness, you know. That's the saddest word in the English language, forgiveness. That's another song. Even if you don't love me anymore. What's that song? That's not a Eagles song. It's the forgiveness song. Calendars. I still owe Simon Arnold a calendar, so I have to do my work. I'm not as hardworking as I am. We are looking at your left temple, Lewis. Well, what is the best way for me to be looking? How about over there? But then I got this thing right here. It's such a great show. You can leave it for ages, come back, and it's still going. Yeah. I've got 1% industriousness. I'm not an industrious person. Don't ask me to do anything, people. I won't do it. If you don't love me, that's also an older song, a remake. If you don't love me by now, I don't know. I can't just sing it. Do you have a bag? No bags. Okay. I would like merch. Slumber says I would like a ceramic lighthouse for tea lights where we can place a smartphone with light also inside. I think you're pushing that. Are your calendars for this year or last year? They're for the year before. Well, they were made in 2023. The other Lucy, not this Lucy, the other Lucy, she designed them. She did a fantastic job designing it. You know? Get a t-shirt made, say, all women are horrible. Yeah. I'm slacking. I'm a bit of a slacker. If you want to donate some money, you can go. You can go onto my Patreon account, Lewis Schaffer, Patreon account. I mean, watching her cry was, I think, really sad. It's sad. She doesn't want to cry. Women don't want to cry. Remember Margaret Thatcher? She cried. This is women. They cry because it's helpful in dealing with men. It's helpful, but it's not helpful in dealing with big issues of the day. Am I right? Look at this. Look what I found here. This is a USB drive that I bought on a Virgin Atlantic plane 25 years ago. 25 years ago. 25 years ago. Rachel has done enough. She's done enough. Leave the crying to Rachel from accounts. I mean, you feel bad. What's cheating? What's cheating? Cole and EJ. Is it cheating? And no, it has to do with what happens when Jews are forced to denounce their belief system. So they're saying, I made a promise to God, but I was forced to do it, so God will understand me backing down. I'm guessing that's what it means. I mean, this is a very old religion. Really, a really old religion. It's not easy. It's not easy. I don't know whether you guys are interested in it or not. I mean, I've been through it my entire life. I've forgotten more stuff. I haven't been to temple in so many years. But it's a very, it's a very difficult thing. We're in difficult times. So we'll go for another. We got 42 viewers. My son says I should just, if I don't feel up to it, I should just, I mean, if only you guys, I could listen to you. Let's see. Why is it cheating, Lucy? Why is it cheating? I think we've covered everything. Could we go to the weight thing and tell us how we're doing? Because if I leave the world with a few people thinner, I'll be so happy. I'll be like really, really happy. You know what happened? Why I'm a bit hungry now? Because I didn't have breakfast this morning. I woke up at 11. I made breakfast for 12. I made 240 grams of uncooked beef, 5 eggs with Parmesan cheese, and 20 grams of butter. And I didn't eat it. And then I went and I ate the eggs, but I have not eaten the beef or the butter. Okay? And that's what you have to do. You got to eat the beef or the butter. Hold on a second. It's an antique USB thing. This is the best show ever. Yeah, I would say 25 years, and I think the memory was only 32 megabytes, not even gigabytes, megabytes. Those eggs, yeah, I put it on the Twitter thing, and I didn't tell anybody that I didn't eat it because I thought I was going to eat it, but I didn't eat it. Now I've eaten just the eggs. Just the eggs. Do you eat one meal in a day? No, I eat lots of bits and pieces. I'm gonna have the bratwurst. I've had another thing of mozzarella cheese. So and then the problem is I'm gonna go to the studio and I'm gonna eat something in the studio. I'm gonna walk because they have what's that place there? Oh, did she ask if I'm kosher? No, I'm not kosher. Am I strict Jewish? I don't believe in being strict Jewish. I am 100% Jewish, according to my DNA, according to what I think about myself. I do everything. Why do Americans pronounce it Parmesan? How should you pronounce it, Lucy? Parmesan cheese, isn't that the way you pronounce it? No, I try to eat as much as I can. As much as I can without getting fat, because I'm addicted to food. But I'm not, if you don't eat carbs, you're not as like, oh my God, I got to eat right now. I got to eat right now. I answered your question. Freddie Mercury was a Zoroastrian. Yes, exactly. And they're being totally killed. Zoroastrians in Iraq and in Iran. Parmesan. Parmesan. I say Parmesan. Parmesan. What the heck is that? What the heck is Parmesan cheese? It's hard, delicious cheese. It's what the Italians sprinkle on everything. Tomato. It's cheese. Yeah, there's different pronunciations for everything. Are they not different? Are you still eating raw lamb? No, because it's so expensive. Raw lamb. I should eat raw lamb. I just went to the shop yesterday and I bought brisket, and it's like 11, 12 pounds a kilo now. It's gone up. So, and it tastes the same as all the other parmesan. I used to type in computer games and record them on cassette. I'd have been amazed by the USB stuff. Yeah, yeah, it's gone. That's just in 25 years. I mean, it's increased tremendously. Two great nations separated by a common language. Yeah. Well, you had Italian people a bit closer here, and we had a different kind of Italian. The Italians that moved to Britain are from northern Italy. The Italians that moved to America, a lot of them are from southern Italy. Did you know that? Is pastrami the same thing as salt beef? It can't be. It doesn't. It's yeah. I don't know. It tastes different. In the Berry Market, Lewis, that's where you're now. 6 sirloin steaks for 20 pounds. That's amazing. Yeah, that's really good. How do you make salt beef? I don't know. I've never made salt beef, but have I eaten salt beef in this country? Yes. I think it's brisket, isn't it? Brisket that's been put in some kind of salt, which is corn. It's like corned beef. It's not pastrami. Pastrami originally comes from Turkey. Turkey. David B says he's crap at eating noodles. So what brought you to our shores, Lewis? And why do you say, what is this question? Why is this question? Everybody knows. But thank you for asking. I came here because I married my first wife here. I married her, and then she grew unhappy. And aluminum, what you would add aluminum to it. Oh, aluminium. Have you ever seen Kenny Everett potato sketch? No, I never did. I saw a program about Kenny Everett. Basically, a woman brought me here. Yeah, you fall in love and you get a bit too excited, and the girl takes you at your word. And I'm glad I married her. I got 2 kids. I got these kids. I didn't treat her that well. I didn't love her the way she deserved to be loved, but I wasn't horrible to her. But she wanted. I blame myself. The bee's knees are not to do with bees. It has to do with the Italians in wartime saying, that's the beesiness. That's the beesiness. Could be. Should we look that up? Can anybody fact check Nate Virgo? In that accent, sounds like business. Business. He came for the girl, he stayed for us. Maybe. I think I'm here for the kids. I just couldn't abandon the kids. And then finally I just say, okay, I'm just gonna, yeah, and then I stayed for you. You're not bad. I'm also here because I can't get rid of all my stuff because I'm a hoarder. So what brings you here, Mr. Lewis? What business do you have in the UK? Yeah, I mean, they didn't even ask those questions back in the day. Do you think they're asking difficult questions now of people moving here? I don't think so. Don't regret things, Lewis. Much life can be lost while we regret. Live for today. That's another song. Na, 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 live for today. Na, 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 live for today. And don't worry about tomorrow. Remember that song? Hey, Lola, Lola's here. Steve, say hello to Lola. Nate, say hello to Lola. Ruben is new. Stop. Yeah, he's saying that to me. Yeah, stop. I'm sorry. It's just the personal questions. Lewis, would you have gone back to America if you didn't have children here? I mean, maybe because life was really bad in the beginning. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. I mean, I didn't hate the country. I just wanted to go home. I wanted to go home. I thought she wanted to go home. I wasn't planning on staying here forever. I wanted to go to America, back home. Did you really actually live in Scotland when you first arrived? No, I didn't. But my ex-wife was from Scotland. I mean, we love you. Thank you, Kinsey. Kinsey is so good. Is that I was at the Edinburgh Festival, which we went to every year. And then we moved back here, and the weather was so much nicer in London. You can see why London is London and Scotland. But Ruby Booby Meals on Wheels, Ruby. Na 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 na. No, would I've gone? It's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was very energetic at that time. I just moved here. I got rid of all my stuff in the flat. Your boys have nice English accents. Yeah, I'm not gonna say they're well educated. I mean, the producer Columbus, he's well educated but they went to the same horrible schools. But Columbus's mother is she sounds posh, but whatever. Lewis, is it tonight? You were on at 11 o'clock with Patrick. Yeah, so I should be going soon. Kinsey is she, Lewis? You got to get pronouns correct. Is Kinsey a she? I said she's a she. Correct for actual boys and girls. Yeah. Well, if I'm wrong, just tell me. I don't mean it anymore. See, you can get rid of your stuff, but I didn't have as much stuff. And now I feel like I didn't get rid of my stuff. I put it all in storage. I must have spent 20,000 or more pounds or dollars in storage. It was such a waste. Time for a tie vote. Which tie? What tie I'm going to be wearing? They sound like my nephews. He lives in Forest Hill. Yeah. Well, it's London. They don't sound like they live in East London. Southeast London. Can you do a Friday night after the live audience? Maybe. Yeah, I could do that. We could do more. I think you should wear a fake tattoo on your cheek tonight as a support for Rachel Reeves. A fake tattoo, a fake tear tattoo. Sorry. Yeah. I'm not sympathetic to her. I mean, it's a tough business. Scotland is beautiful. Cornwall is great. We are lucky. Yeah. Got some really beautiful places, and they're great right now. Rainbow. You'll never go for it, Lewis. A rainbow. Wear a rainbow? Is there still stuff in storage? No. I went there with Rose. She took me to New York on my birthday. What a good girl. What color is the jacket? The jacket's the same every week. It's a dark blue jacket. I've got a clean white shirt, and I'll put on a tie. It'll be an expensive tie. Leanne is right. A good woman will always throw away all your stuff, then buy new stuff you hate with your money for her. Yeah. No, I put it, it was in storage, and then I had it shipped to this country. My friend, arranged it and gave me a great discount. And he's a Palestinian, and he was a lovely guy. People are good. Zappa, broken hearts are for arseholes. So pink goes with dark blue. Yeah. Pink is not my favorite color tie. Don't wear trousers, only we will know. Okay, maybe. Galactus, spot on. I have a man cave at the moment. What, do you have a lot of stuff in your flat? We all do. It's so easy to get stuff, because you don't know. Like I bought this last year, the microphone, and I didn't use it. I was going to throw it out or give it away or sell it back to CEX where I bought it, but I didn't. Maybe I should have done that. I should have done that. Okay, let me, did you see Leo curse in those hideous orange shorts? No, I didn't see them, and didn't see him with those shorts. I mean, Leo is a horrible dresser. He's a lovely guy. He's a horrible dresser. I live on my own. We live separately. That's what you're saying to Galactus. What, did you break up? You know what? The whole country. You want to save the. You want to solve the housing crisis. Move in with a girl. That's what I was going to say, Kerry. What did you want to say to Kerry? I didn't say it. Leanne says, you love Leo's suits. I mean, Judel, sorry. Well, because he's Scottish. Is that why you like him? Lewis has the best suits. Well, I have a lot of suits. I used to have a lot of suits. I used to get my suits at the Brooks Brothers in New York, which was really expensive. I've wasted a fortune on those things. Because I used to have money. I didn't have a lot of money, but I used to have money. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say goodbye. Lewis is the best looking on the show, period. That's what we want to hear. Thank you. Thank you, Leanne. This show has been amazing. It sort of tailed off a little bit. I lost the energy. But you all stayed here. We got 35 people. I want to thank you. We'll be here tomorrow. It's not going to be like this. It's going to be, I guess it's going to be better, I hope. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a special guest. It's going to be Friday. It's Friday. What time are we doing it tomorrow? What time are we doing the show tomorrow? Thank you, Kinsey. Thank you, Claire. Claire Warren. Thank you. Thank you, Joodles. Thank you for the chat, says Archie Lum. Thank you, people, for listening to me. You've been so much better than... I'm not saying it just has a bad behavior later, Lewis. I'm going to hope I have some energy to do this. I'm going to change. I'm going to wash my face. I've already taken a shower today. So, Ruben says he loves you. Well, I love you, and thank you for the questions. Keep the questions coming, Ruben. Make sure Ruben is subscribed. So how many do we have subscribed? I'm looking forward to tonight. Thank you. Leanne, don't say goodbye. I'm saying goodbye to you, but you can go off into the night. We are so much better than Stephen and Alan. I haven't listened to this show. I love Stephen Allen. He's a very good guy. We're up to 553. So round of applause for you people. Wishing you a great show. Thank you. Ta-ta for now. You're saying, Steve, is saying that I learned that from this show. So I'm learning stuff too. And no quiz at the end, please, Lewis. Tell Patrick. No, I didn't, not about the Ayatollah. Pretty horrible. And not about the Zoroastrians. We need to protect them and the other people. Okay, I'm waving goodbye. I'm signing off. Does anybody have any last questions they have to ask? See you tonight. Does anybody have anything? No. See you later. Be good. Mark, goodbye. Flip. Okay, no, Nathan. No. Don't apologize. I'm not going to apologize. I won't apologize. Thank you, Leanne Joodles. Thank you, everybody. I'm ending the live stream. I'm going to keep it on end stream, so you won't be able to hear me. Don't forget the Lightbox, Kinsey. Or maybe I won't. And here's the end stream. But you can write something on the bottom here, I think. Okay?